But only sports night in one
more fire. Iman International, the Super Iman International. Was it Yabi Salah?
But only sports night in one
more fire. Iman.
Bible said, suddenly, it has something to do with time. But anytime there's a sudden action, it means the one who is the recipient have no idea of it. Watch it here. People will be jealous of you suddenly.
Asempa
Because of your fire. Some of them, they will refuse to answer your greetings. It's not your beauty, your fire. There are some of them, they will refuse to say hello. It's not anger, it's your fire. Because the fire will trigger suddenly. Am I complicating here? When they are ready to frustrate you, don't keep your fire down. Pray suddenly. In your car, when you feel the need to pray, pray suddenly. At home, when you have the desire to pray, pray suddenly. When you are looking into people's faces and you are not comfortable with them, pray suddenly. When you enter somebody's house and you don't love the environment, pray suddenly. When you are doing that sudden prayer, there's a sudden God that hears sudden prayers and will answer the prayer suddenly. I came to tell something to somebody that says the Lord of hosts, by the closure of this night, something will happen suddenly. God will visit you suddenly. Fire was what of suddenly. International Asiamah. International Asiamah. You got it? More fire. More fire. What did you do? International Asiamah. International Asiamah. More fire. More fire. More fire.
Iman International, the Super Iman International. Was it Yabi Salah?
sports night in one
more fire.
This is how we do it. This is how we go. This is how we rock. This is how we roll. This is how we do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
It's going down now and not a tad bit later. All around the world, both sides of the equator. Terrorize the funk, call me Bootsy Al-Qaeda. I'll verify that I got lots of hooches on data. Southern California, blackout, be the terminators. We the exterminators, invade you like the Raiders. Ignore all the haters, inform all the latest. It's going down now and not a tad bit later. In 10, 9.
Yamawache, Emma Wakwaba, Ahaya Asempa 94.7 FM. Ebla du, a good year Sam, and some a coachy cobramai, Yatrasi, Yadeba, Scoreboard Sunie, and consistent on Duba, Koba Body, a good year Munsamon Kwa. Now, someone know ya body beda and I yadeba, Yabakwama Nane, now in some coachy cobramino, Yate Abba. Premier League ewo honomo EPL games ahodo ni bi etoja score lines e PM Chelsea omo tetefa mubu o yesi apamu Maresca akwakofa scientists e de aba Rosini enti ebekọ yie ni Chelsea Football Club and ramo trafie awurade nyankropon alusu ya yatna si ehonsam ba Manchester City omonso no twefo amobu o enkoyie Arsenal enso fa ho edi nkunim twimu anesa sai na EPL no emunsam etie yatna se no yetini nyina ebesom wo La Liga nso no ehonso ayesesese pa emu ayeda Jude Bellingham abaye oyenkonya pa Tino Real Madrid ne Barcelona so no race no sign na esifa etie no so no obete honsam ewo efie anomo na yebekopie mu enso Italia Serie A Congo Casio honso na nyasam ketwa ayadin wo hono mo pa table no wo check ya emu ayadin pa Bundesliga enso wo ho no French Ligue 1 eno nso no ye de ho nsam de beba hey na uni musa World Cup jumadi na beto dwa pa na Middle East in Tokwa no uni say Iran for omo na mo hu bom mu pa na US President Donald Trump hey or they are too do or see Iran for no omo ba World Cup na omo safety there or no there nini nsam entino omo right here nsam enso e wo ho no match say ye ba be di hu nkomo pa hey omo safety who go bi kuro mu na akwa kosi akan na president ne say mu safety there be nini nsam there na cha say emu oyurem pa cha say Iran for crap no twe omo ho e dey fi World Cup no nkrofo e dey nsam ababa tudwa e say Iran for dey anka FIFA e no mo dan won mo nya America enti ball no so aye kwakọ ball no e FIFA na organize enti o mai bi ensali nyina won mo anu nti no enka say ye ma Iran for assign ama nkrofo kra ka say FIFA for kra check o say by now kra mu take action ama edu ba bi kra nkrofo di tudwa say anka hosting right no kra de e koso kra buranka o say FIFA kra po kasa de ba na say America for cry na ebe you my free man anka you my free mu ehun sam aye yompo ya tena si ya de ba na efie udum say efie nso no over the week no efie nso huru papa ni titru aye the Black Stars of Ghana the senior team na nkasa no udum say World Cup no ya ho boaboa na ya kwakopie mu wo ho no mo na Jordan Ayew wo fire for fire so on the countryman songo me papa ba ko pe on no wo fire for fire so na enye ketwa kra na Jordan okasa ye papa na ba ko a ehun sam edintre ha pa say one day ball World Cup no ye bi nsin chan na yemfa bi mbesem ana omo ani yemfa omo nko Jordan say oswe money mo a ne mrantie no eboye as a captain now oswe teamwork any idea I say no unity no and so no nkabom no eye adwuma our Black Stars no dey ogidi say anka yemo omo enko me enko sesa nkrofo ma me hwebu yi omo boy qualify no enfri mu e no kire na ade nkrofo akasa pa dey afa ho osan kasa fa Ghana ye dream to the World Cup no say betimi aboy homoden akodu animu ni nyina ekoso enti week yi dey Patrick Asiamah countryman songo me papa oh boy juma papa oh fire for fire so fire for fire na nya sam ketwa kra etino ya tena se no ya de honsam enso ede ebeba mpani fopi na react to yes comment no ya babu bobo ni nyina ede amamo eno so no asa kwako hwonya mu ese Andre Ayew se World Cup no squad no see ya de ne beka ho see ya mfa ne nka ho so no nkrofo akire ono ma dwen pa ya tena si ya de honsam ede beba MTN FA Cup quarter finals egusua eno so no etodwa endra ena esase na adua na oja o ma kire mo bobre pa o ma kire mo bobre dinkunim ekamiensa o ma ya de pa ya de honsam de beba na match sawudo ni bi e betodwa Cape Coast Sports Stadium mienu games mienu ne betodwa ye Bobby 3 na ya boba ko under floodlight hey enya sam ketwa cry ntino ya tena se no ya de honsam e de ba nsam we ni afoforo na ya de besomo ese ena anope scoreboard so edi ameje so James Asiamah obetimi afrem international Asiamah Pablo ba ko pe ai ntino matena se no Samuel Kwadadi Renchi ono ya me sports director obomachi domo pa Professor Ike Wallace agudie krache ono so no obomachi dom papa Eric Dubuadi Kedua Nankasa ono so no obomachi dom ye pa Les Kobna Stone the SRC commissioner Nankasa uko Unimaka aha no so ebo adwuma wo ho osan ewo fidua mu ha no mu ache se obo machidom eyie pa said Dazi Evans Kwabena Sapon ano omo so ebo machidom abednego komensa wakọ no nkwan kakra wa na yere ho no anya ize o menua yakopon shira won kan ho wo ba bia wo bia abednego bibia be fine Filippo to the gunshot sounds on Patrick Ose Asiamah countryman songo the fireman me papa enti say your fireman there na your fire lady and so ewo efie hanom enti efie hanom there fireman fire lady multimedia de brutal say ya wa asanka poyoyo na ya wo ayowa ye na ya wo opsit ni ade ayowa asanka poyoyo unze ayowa wo adom ai asanka poyoyo enso ewo isira se wa hu sa pepe multimedia no sanso na fia sports so no ya wo fireman ya Patrick Osei Asiamah countryman songo na ya wo fire lady Mavis Amano or United States of America ogusu aboabo no World Cup no otwen dendenden amunyina eboa kwaku mensa kaninja ono so no eboa bibia kama Bernard Padi Botwe minua bibia be fine why ntino yatra se no it's park ye be wura mu onim se ye be ma kwan na wo de messages no e de aba 0551 22 48 22 0551 22 48 22 0551 22 48 22 wey your text message either WhatsApp and SMS ubetimi e de afa ho no mo e de aba WhatsApp and SMS ya beje bre na ya kenkan e de amount ya live on YouTube Asempa 94.7 FM Asempa 94.7 FM live on YouTube ubetimi akọ na wo de wadwen kire de aba ho so no ya be kenkan na mo nu du on ma say follow your page na wa follow na wa say we say your page no na your program in so no wasan said ya kwatu group abia wo mu bia no yan spread it and fan good your groups ni mu na say bibia enye fine and so e wo ho no mo abedwafo atena say me am boss ba akopɛ Amisti Noble still noble o fie ha no ne nsam o kan nyina no abamu ni nyina so abamu ankasa sai gusu bamu ene ade anana Kwame Bensford onyankopon de no every UAE Dubai ababedu asundwe mu ono so atena se kama ye bebo makwaba na onim se ye bekwama no ne ye de nsam no beba na abadwafo enso no atena nsam no so efie nsam ewo ho no mo coach Vicente Abiu obetene kan ewo drawing board sanso na Professor Ike Wallace a good dear krache ono so this is what you don't know penikasi na nkasa no tell na nkasa no nsam no bebo no beda na nsam wo ho this is what you don't know nsam wo ho papa Professor Tnasia na ye behu dia ekọ mpanifo mema mo ate
yenua
na mo what to say
Nyankopon da chen
yada twedi ampo Nyankopon ase amen senior Amisti Noble
international Asiamah
microphone sesi form
saon
microphone sesi form
ngo ben no
microphone gusu si form last week who catch Chelsea asemo ma Chelsea foi sopao ni ade Chelsea foi sopao
me surprise 3 years ago na me te video so na meka Arsenal asem na wala san kwa mobile na anu sabuti send the message say I didn't know I missed a time Arsenal sa
the baby atwam
na ani nim say me wa Arsenal and no visa bia me de Arsenal ho time na me de
yes
I can na make den and say Arsenal come to me can na say ma na Chelsea if I matter is that the Chelsea renew it's not the same today and if Arsenal say I'm renewing kaso time and seasons na do I ma want nipa bi any teams bi ntino so what can say bia nipa wo do bi ma nipa bi ntino until wase and on hwe what is happening now
okay
and argument say bia won pe Chelsea asem say I want for send message And why I still hate this that what I mean to say hate me we be on me Adam me be that say me time will be no it's not part of me me time be then me was any pardon it wouldn't add anything to me me pay me live free life
Mr. Professional
me come as me ma can we be any meeting be me no be any ntokwa anti and the penso mechia Dr. Isel Emmanuel Isel and ekuja no man ne ekokra neja Mr. Peter Philip Isel the late and Dr. Isel and bush ni na omo ekosi omoja Mr. Philip Isel and some of disposing unless I home match you know some football administrators and sports administrators ekosia na mzanzo fa akunya sinchia ye me offer mkase dodo na fabulous some different no okay ko kwanto na yenye different no am payment chia no na 6 match na nyakopon we de afa ko ka ye ne yi ho ne mfia ho so no de on Ghana na di awoda wow do of the match nyina no me anga me dedicate ama no empire na se mitmenya ho de na nyame adoma bia ending me se mitma to afafia Tiana pede ya ban sem no ho Arsenal ya bi mo Champions League return matches ho next Tuesday and Wednesday so no se be say kan wasem na se abafie so nkonkomo akodi e ono Jordan nkonkomo no conference se be braba and I still also whether Andrea you should be included or excluded no still so am for so e de nkonkomo yeah now kono bi wo ha I let me put this on record just what we call a old playbook na for ebo okay now am say I will say for so ma be the Pele obachire adokon a odi anso na do woni ma no because am say adebo ha ya nkrabia Mr. Wakas adebo ha ya nkrabia awa be Pele ne ma no so yes because matiti nko gubre me abede Pele ne ma no the day I was fortunate enough that I plus 20 years in this profession and I was just fortunate enough that the very time I me room like say bianca my be that me room that me room me ho na me TV so me nam so I've been everywhere. On your first time when you call up Mark Ghana was a year under Klalowa and it was Zenith Four Nation tournament. Our cast in the more. Following for me, I was at the media stand, I was at the dressing room. Now I'm in the course, then Kofoka and so as you say Andrea, you don't first time 10 beer in the Bagana Timbia for Nyasamka. So Omaka say the day my friend because he's out of form no. And no one can about years already. Because someone says oh when your team be bo and obobi because I'm for predicted say want to for 5 minutes bo. Into it's not true say Andrea you wa Bob last time that change na also be so kobi. Time man no so from last time that very first day Ghana for nyasem kan ye. Na the be am for bufu kan po ye na chapter 04 no mo some bana bi. No match so junior Pele and Andrea you na picture boso. And the couple be sham for bufu bebre akromo and you know science run for kano old playbook. They were 2015 wa Ghana the only country young side develop a system from football. You say one of the Ayo brothers must be dropped. One of the Ayo brothers must start from the bench. Ghana for this system, which is not propounded by anybody. Because people just don't understand why Andre Ayo and Nigeria should start the game. So when you hear people making an analysis on radio, and all they could say is that one of the Ayo brothers must start from the bench. That football rule we are some. Jola couldn't come out. You see, Zinapo say, men for Nuno, one morning be a ding, 7 for Nunia, and for gesticulations. Can't similarly, and never can be a real interview. And let me more about not for questions to be Sir Jordan, but how he was able to hook people on. Because right from the start of the program, on our announcer say on the Captain of Blasters, Jordan, you exclusive interview live on Fire for Fire. In town for but the interview did not play soon after. There was some time in between or introduce the program. No, it's a time I interview the buyer no, and how would me who could people on paba still are you we had now but no. I think he did a marvelous job. Fantastic. And we will be a steady radio. And you know how to mark the person. So I'm not marking a record based on an interview here, no, but how he was able to hook the audience on till the time I interview no played, no. So you'll be forced to watch to the end of the show. And this kind of things, if you don't have the capacity, if you don't have the experience, you will not be able to do it. And I think the interview also came at the right time. But Ghana's failure at the World Cup 2026 World Cup now started. Yeah. Some guys say Ghana you know how to prepare for a tournament. So in interview you don't fast media but never say BBA.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel like this World Cup now started already. Now the way we are ambitious players and a coach. Yeah, you know young say you know how to create chaos. We are masters of we are masters in creating chaos. Sanity. Until the course when you news when you Ghana for no. I say if you go fast my face sanity.
Minia Nana Akwaba.
Yeah, international Ironman.
Onyankopon do abedu asundwe mu. Ekwaya ya mosese pa o.
Ya me dey afem ti bibia you okay. Ti. So ho ye.
Onyankopon ado me ho ye ba.
Baby girls no mo ho ye.
Mpacho obia ho ye.
Okay, the Nyankopon ase na.
Mpacho obia ho ye.
Menda obibia ofre me WhatsApp course anyway Charlie. Ti me da multimedia ase. Da head of sports. Ala Tula obia animunya amistinobo. Me do bibia say o check it up on me ti. Yaba ne de ne yaba.
Yaba ne de na yaba.
Ti. Yaba be.
My wife for so ya mo hwehwe wo mo pa o.
O ka wife for a che say o ka bebe o.
O my wife for ya mo hwehwe wo mo pa. Senior Misty me boa.
Onyampa.
Ya wife for ya mo hwehwe.
Ana pepso de kisiba.
Oh sir.
Yeah.
But why should I so me say they be me if you
say me aka oni pa di gumi so ayi ngofo di o mo birthday kakra bia me de to me start ni ade ya nanasi oh
Super intra.
Nana aya no ebinum ya me wa fa asefo
say me nka hwe me be say baby girls no omo ho ye simple say
okay.
Yeah, bro, penny countryman songo.
Yes, sir.
Or from baby girls.
Yes,
yes, you are footsteps. Into me, besides say baby girls, no. Or mohoye.
Oh, okay. And a song goes on and the producer anime. Okay. Matthias. Nana Kwame Bensfield. And I was saying, Kano, I brutal, very fine gentleman. Come on, this to buy BBI come on. And marriage material pa just or bawunya where we ti on wale and so tino
we support to what assembly pop
makani ye pa okay entino ye wulam awa manone nsem ekotwi kobreman yemfamla top flight European leagues ahodo no matches a etodwa no yemfa ne nyina emfa ensomwo na yehu dia eko nemo no ansana yebekọ no me papa si say
international Asiamah. International Asiamah. You got it.
Asempa FM.
Wajini too. International Asiamah. International Asiamah. More fire. Asiamah International, the super Asiamah International. Was Yabi Salah?
I don't do to make kind of only sports night in one
more fire.
Okay, entino more fire. Yabi Salasia. Yewuramu ewo amanone nsem atimi etodwa no yemfa ni nyina emfa ema French Ligue 1 matches ahodo no be etimi etodwa na over the weekend na nya sam ketwa kra na esase Friday night football etodwa wo bla Marcel etnase ene AJ Oze ede boy ni Marcel edik eto tware kan na chese no a na omukura mu a 1-0 na chese omo hye Oze fo a na enye kuma kura ewo ehonomo endra Rere etna se mienu Emma Long ete ekanemu baako Anges enso etna se Emma OGC Nice eso maka mienu a ekano omantimi ensimu adabraka AS Monaco 2 Stade Brest amo antimi ansi ekanemu adabraka Brest sense nufo spellings na Brest amo anya ya ne ade a ene games a ebetodwa no eni Strasbourg ene Paris FC 2 p.m. ena sa game no ebetodwa Le Havre tenase no ne Olympique Lyon 4:15 Met ene Toulouse 4:15 Sanso na Stade Rennais ene Lille Metropole 7:45 ena sa game no ebetodwa ewo ehonomo ntino Paris Saint-Germain and Nantes game no mpanifo a postponed ntino kaina senenso efa emame table no Paris Saint-Germain edikan 57 point long etosumienu 56 Marseille etoso miensa ewo 49 Olympique Lyonnais etoso 9 ewo 46 Monaco etoso enum ewo 43 Monaco sisa players ni ya be piepie mu ho no mo bom mo modern pa anso ewo ho no ntino sana etie ewo French Ligue 1 no ena chese Maccabi de achrewo mayenko piemu ewo Italia Serie A Congo Casio no ensu emu na ho no so na ye de papa Torino Friday night football etna se SN9 ema Parma ete kanimo baako na Endrano International Milan baako ema Atlanta enso baako nti Atlanta eko away eni Inter eko ball 1-1 Napoli etna fie mienu ema Lecce ete kanimo baako entino Napoli afa ho kakra ogusu eklusi gap no anesa international eko draw na chese Napoli nso AC Milan so no egusu ye niam wo ho no idinesi enso etna fie ema Juventus the old ladies of Italian football amusa baako a idinesi entimi ante ekano ene games a ebetodwa no eni Hellas Verona etna se no ni Genoa de abo ni 11:30 am ena sa game no ebetodwa Pisa ene Cagliari 2 p.m. Sassuolo ene Bologna 2 p.m. Como Omo yadio omo ni AS Roma 5 p.m. ena ne ebetodwa Lazio eni AC Milan 7:45 p.m. ena sa game no eno so ebetodwa nanya mebo China Cremonese ene Fiorentina 7:45 ena sa game no eno so ebetodwa ewo hono ma yekabi de achrewo na Italia Serie A Congo Casio no table no Inter Milan semi dikan kachrewo omo dikan 68 points omakwa bodro AC Milan etoso mienu 60 points AC Milan edi nkunima obe close gap no baba 63 na kwaye 5 points Napoli ababe toso miensa ewo 59 entino no ne gap no kakra kona nimu anesa kakra 9 points oni Inter kakra Juventus etoso 953 omo de chanche se nya ya Como ababe toso enum ewo 51 Roma etoso ensia 51 entino sana ti Atlanta toso enson ewo 47 enti Italia Serie A Congo Casio no sana eho no nso ensem no etie German Bundesliga Amisti beka chiro se onu monini ade de unimu katawanite team krona na chese afibia obeje Leverkusen fo bowura mu ye nkonya kakra no omate ada Friday night football etojwa Borussia Mönchengladbach 2 St. Pauli 0 anokoye den pa na Endrano Bayer for Leverkusen Bayer for Leverkusen Bayer Leverkusen for no almost 1 Emma Bayern Munich enso 1 we dey omaya de papa Borussia Dortmund 2 Osbeck 0 Eintracht Frankfurt enso etena fie ehye baako ema Handingham entimi ensi ekanim adablaka TSG Hoffenheim ehye baako ema Wolfsburg enso ehye baako Hamburger SV etena fie ehye baako ema FC Cologne enso ehye baako ewo honom ntino sana eno so no ekoye Saturday no ene games a ebetodwa no enie Werder Bremen etena se no ne Mainz 05 2:30 p.m. Freiburg etena se no ne Union Berlin 4:30 p.m. and Stuttgart and Leipzig 6:30 p.m. and as a game no and also ebetodwa Yakabi de achre wo table no Bayern Munich egusua edikan emfa won se wa draw no 67 points. Borussia Dortmund etosumienu 58. Hey, still no atwim 9 points. Hoffenheim etosumiensa 50. Stuttgart etoso 947 points and enum no RB Leipzig ono 47 points. Bayer 04 Leverkusen and so no etoso ensia 46 points and I say 45 rather 45 points. Omako draw no more 44 and ene Bayern Munich akwakobo draw enya 45 yes and Eintracht Frankfurt and so no etoso and so 38 intine hon so no sana and so no ekọ no achese Maccabi de achre wo na ye kopie mu ewo La Liga na La Liga Santander no eho no enya sem keto akora ye setare I said Tyree. Friday night football. Eto Deportivo Alaves 1. Villarreal and so 1. Entino sana and also no epiemu ewo honomo Deportivo Alaves and Villarreal omo dear papa. And Rano Girona 3. Athletic Club de Bilbao 0. Hey, Athletic Club for the say and say I missed it and crowd Inaki Blooders no akwalano na nse nkoye nkrofo ekras omunya numu kra nkomo beja no kra manako basafo abase omu ba beto ablantie ye manya ablantie mu afi ya etete na nanti edi twifam no afi na mani abre Nico Williams nanse ni money moko fam nti ama Athletic Club de Bilbao so money moko fam Atletico Madrid etena fiesha baako ema Hetafe entimi ante ekano omansimu adablaka Real Oviedo enra omudi nkunim Real Oviedo David Costas 30th minute na wa chef Valencia Amu boye Real Oviedo 1 Valencia 0 Real Madrid asika for the White Angels the Galacticos and that they say Galacticos no inside the new one mu biewo omo etna fie eka 9 ema eche ete ekanemu eye baako Antonio Rudiger nakoma anya grokro akoma time nakoma nye 39 minutes no ahye Valverde asabe se go biewo after say okobo hat-trick Otna Santiago Bernabeu ball hat-trick. Eshe Manchester City no wasan atnase asa she go. Intino no enya go. Valverde, Dean Huijsen ono su enya go. Ena Adagula ensu enya go. Ewo honomo Manuel Angel 85th minute on go. Ena chese eno su epiema echefo no nya arechichire ka no ewo honomo intino sana tie ena chese mede amount ewo La Liga no emu na ene games a ebetodwa no enie Real Mallorca International Espanyol 1 p.m. FC Barcelona and Sevilla 3:15 p.m. was Spotify Camp Nou the Estadio. Sansona Real Betis and Celta de Vigo 5:30 p.m. Real Sociedad and Osasuna 8 p.m. and as I game no ebetoja and Monday night football Rayo Vallecano and Levante 8 p.m. and as I game no and also ebetoja Maccabi at the actual table no Barcelona edi kan 67 points. Our standing game ebo our standing game ebo Real Madrid ababeto so mienu ewo 66 na Atletico Madrid etoso miensa ewo 57 Villarreal ababeto so 955 Real Betis etoso enum 43 Celta de Vigo etoso ensia ewo 40 amehwe Athletic Club etoso edu ewo 35 points. Hetafe credit nanim one Hetafe points nyina eye pe entino afibie sign eduru ba bia na odasani enso enho akere no epa ayi enti sanete ewo Spanish La Liga no mu a chese me de ama English Premier League and also no nkrofo ehwiegu ye papa say ya say ya kasan krani entino endrano games etodwa no eni Burnley 0 Bournemouth 0 no ebikra nkrofo de agu akire no matena 90 minutes obi antimi anse go Sunderland enso etena fie the black card adai aginamwa no tuntum no wawu ana Brighton and Hove Albion eko home eko ko se wo mu Awurade Nyankopon Arsenal enso no etena fie ene Everton na Gyökeres 89th minute no wa se Dorman small boy Dorman 90+7 baby of far ball pa fie pa ni speed pa de boy ko to atra abrante ni o future na Andra no ka de nanka Arsenal for di twiegum nti 89 minute na Victor Gyökeres the two money ade ma senior misty no money ade nti no Chelsea enso no etna Stamford Bridge ma Newcastle United shomo kabako amantimi ante Anthony Gordon 18th minute no wa she abate krana na Chelsea nti nkrofo ebu afu papa West Ham United and Manchester City omonso eboye 1-1 Bernardo Silva oseye na West Ham United for no enso eteye match se ano ekwaye den pa ewo ehonom ntino sana etie ewo English Premier League amakabi ede achro ene Crystal Palace omo etnase na omne Leeds United ede aboani Manchester United ene Aston Villa ede beboani 2 p.m. Crystal Palace and Leeds United they are so 2 p.m. Nottingham Forest and Fulham game no so 2 p.m. Na Liverpool we never walk alone the big game no to Tottenham Hotspur 4:30 p.m. and as a game no to Monday Night Football Brentford and Wolves at the game no at the bed Bonnie den 8 p.m. and I know so no to ewo hono matches makan ede achre wo table no Arsenal akode Arsenal akode awurade 70 points Manchester City etosumienu ewo 61 points na City ewo outstanding game ebo Arsenal about 31 games City about 30 games I missed to say hono de enduru hono mu a ntino gabo no akwakoye 9 points nti so obodi nkunimu kurapo a eba beka 6 nti na say odugu bye Arsenal for egusu omukọ mani Manchester City say obi say opejanity na ohwese City tosumienu 61 points na Manchester United etosumiensa 51 otunani hu table no so na Manchester United etosumiensa na eye ne nwanwa Aston Villa enso etoso enai ewo 51 into one Manchester United nyina ewo points kro omu nyina ewo game ebo omu mienu na ebo ene Manchester United ne Aston Villa omu mienu na ebo ne omu nyina points pe Chelsea etoso enum ewo 48 points Liverpool etoso ensia wo 48 Brentford etoso enson ewo 44 ma menhwehwe Tottenham Hotspur etoso edu ensia ewo 29 points season shas omo na ehuri di kan ni ade afese bekoyie ya bebi omo de nenam last season saa no mo ye omo san kokoda ato United ba na Tottenham Hotspur nsu di akire United da 15 na Tottenham Hotspur da 16 but United is say no wa 15 hono mo akoda third but Tottenham Hotspur for gusu da 16 ye really na Tottenham Hotspur da 16 ye o mu gusu da 16 Urade Nyankopon di kan ne ade anti no saa na eno so etie ewo ho no mo ye di senior misty ewo fie ha no watena se saa so na Nana Kwame Bensford enso ewo fie ha no CAF Confederation quarter final and also no Endra games are etodwa AS Otoho and Zamalek ekoye 1-1 inti Zamalek akwa way akwa konya draw and so ewo honomo Amazi and so any Belisudad game no and also no ekoye 1-1 and then games are ebetodwa no Meniama Union any USM Oja 1 p.m. and asa game no and no ebetodwa and Olympic de Safi and with that Casablanca and no 10 p.m. and also no ebetodwa and no CAF Confederation and mede amawo na CAF Champions League and so no Endrano RS Bekani and Al Hilal from Sudan ebo 1-1 kamya kwa say 1-1 na and Esperance de Tunis and El Ahly from Egypt at the bebo any 9 p.m. Big game papa and so no ebetudwa ewo ehonumntino we UEFA Champions League quarter finals and so ebetudwa the aka Friday Saturday Maled Bamako Malifoi omene Mamelodi Sundowns at the bebo Sansona El Ahly and Esperance de Tunis and so at the abone no second leg no achese no so ebetodwa mede amount ewo ehonomo ntino Pyramid and Farabat omonso no omunyina ewo honomo achese enya sam keto akra ntino Maccabi and so ede achrewo na Madika kachro de da Madika kachro ese no FIFA World Cup no yehwe animu se ebetodwa ewo United States of America, Mexico and Canada na Middle East in tokwa no so no kamya kwa say disturbo papa Iran no mo ni ade no ntino US president no ababe kasa ukon Twitter handle any social media handle where the ababe tudwa Donald Trump or say Iran for no is safety any in some amu be pm World Cup na say Iran for safety any in some enkrofon so akasa say okasa ade anache say nkoyie kura ade nti na yeso okasa nti ehonsam enyina enso enono na unse Misty enomo etnase ne ade no Misty di ewuramu ama no ne obesan tie si fie nsam kakra nti ma me fa fie nsam no kakra bi entato emfama na enkoma Countryman Songo, Fireman, Patrick Asiamah, and Andre Jordan Ayu, Edi enkomono, Jordan Pierre Ayu enkomono, me bo kakra Misty ewa ha Nana Kwame Bensford, and so ewa ha no we adapts no ono na dwen kira ono so ekira ya chese honsam aso.
I think the players that have played the qualifiers have done extremely well. I don't think we need any addition. I think that we have a good team. I think that as time goes on, we're improving. You know, we don't have much time to train together. We always have one of the days and game. So it's not always easy, but as time goes on, we're improving. We're getting to gel. We're getting to know each other. The unity is getting better. Everything is being positive. Everything is growing. So I don't think it's the right time to have. To be honest, I'm not a coach. I'm not the so it's up to the coach to decide, anything. We just want to go out there and put in a good show. No, that's a technical part. Another technical part is the coach who knows what he needs and what he needs to the team and what, But for me, I just think that, we just need to go out there. Whoever is going to represent the other needs to go out there and put in a show. That's it.
Okay, entino Jordan Pierre Ayu ena oten nkano na yes I bisa no say Ghana your performance say ye ko say abribia ye ko tournament ye go group stage na ye free ye go group stage na ye free mu eno so no obisa no omo ko World Cup yi omo dream no say na sifat ye performance no.
I know we need to prepare well ourselves, First of all, we need to believe in ourselves that we can go out there and put in a show. No one is going there. We're not going to spend the preparation is starting from now, and we're not going to spend 1 month or 2 months in America, just to go there and just to visit the country. There's no point. I don't mean we're going to win the World Cup, but I want to make it clear. But what I mean is that we'll go out there and perform. and do as best as we can. And obviously, when you go in and put in a show, you never know what can happen. With a bit of luck, anything can happen. So we'll go out there and put in a show and make sure that we stay humble, we stay focused, and try to do our best, and hopefully we'll start dreaming.
Tino, sama odi tudwano ebi enono. Eze wa chire mu kama pao. Na coach Nyameba oti akentin. Nyameba oti akentin. Unu se ebano se yenye technical director ne ade de am se Ghana de wa ba be sumu yen che ababe dia zana chese ene no panino ewo hono ma oguso eboa ema ye football no so no egina brane ono so dia tudwa se oni Jordan ya adwen oni Jordan ya adwen pa oni Jordan ya adwen se ne no ono kase omo a eboa ye boye qualifiers no omo the apoto amana fe no amisti onchi eso de bebomu onchi so de bebomu but uze Jordan san ka se onye coach ni nyina be san gina technical people no so omo behwe no mo so atusu de obeboa nti so bi wo hono no so obeboa Ghana so why not omo ebetimi ede no aka ho nti eno so no okanye pa nti my mfana no ensi bone ana the senior Misty Andre de no so ehonsem enso esole pa Andre Ayu ono so ne de ne ho ensem esole pa nkrofose onko agenda kura ba se de aninu yen kan ye kura kire se ne Andre kura mbo ne won se ye de ne ko so Andre so de Blasters wa wo mu a na utie ninu ya na asem a yo mu mbo obi da na o kan omo asem na even kura mbo mi kura de mi hu ni se be ye edinka omo a ye hia won omo sa nka omo mra meboa na omo amma no omo asem ekura na o kan chese bi no de awurawura ba bia ne ade a George Amoako o si Andre Ayu si ye be frɛ na mpanifo mfa cogent reason and famra.
I've followed the argument extensively. Why was Dede out of the squad during the qualifier? Tell me, why was he not part of the squad during the qualifier? The captainship to the brother. So why do you want to go back? For what? You should have very cogent reasons. Very, very cogent reasons for going back for him. Chairman, Oyabo qualifiers no retire. He was playing actively, but he was not part of the team. Look, let's move forward and get this team well prepared for it. You leave out this individualistic to the team building. You say the technical team is competent enough to build a team for the World Cup. That's what I kind of change the academic exercise.
Enti eno ne de okan no nemo Fred Papo on Jordan ne de no so no mame mo eno so.
I think so because he's there. The captain is working. Is the player. They are all working with the coach. The captain is actually the representative of the coach. On the field of player, they're living in the camp. Yeah. So you cannot be a good leader or a good coach if you do not respect the views or certain personalities within your team or your setup. In your studio there, I'm sure there are some colleagues of yours who work with you whose views you respect and you put a lot of weight on. And I'm sure what Jordan said will not be treated lightly by the coach. And interestingly, I don't know, but I will not even be surprised if he was airing the views of the coach. So anyway, we'll see. I think those are very profound statements that Jordan made.
Okay, into the papse and so edie enono senior Misty umreni.
Well, I know my confused as to where to start from.
Okay.
And a payment here, communication officer and administrative manager of Ghana Boxing Federation, Charles Jojo Epson, and then birthday. And baby Jojo will be Michiano na Yaman Aye Awodapa.
Jojo Epson.
Michiano Awodapa, the Indian Yaman Jojo. Awodapa. Charles Jojo Epson, Yaman Awodapa. Edikan, I think Ghana Hano. Say, I don't know, I say, I buy a penny. Say, you told me, baby Jim. I'm saying Ghana for naturally be very good, extremely good in drama, because there's always too much over-dramatization on radio.
Oh, okay.
Too much over-dramatization on radio. Anna Prof. Kasim say unacquainted with history.
Hey, Joel.
Anna Prof. Kasim say unacquainted with history will forever remain a child. The issue about Ghana captaincy, Blaster Biano, I don't want to go too far. I don't play me 80s, me 90s. I believe play time. They don't play me the recent one after Steve Apia.
Okay.
After Steve Apia, no, that time no, the FA president was Kwesi Nyandechi. Abrofo lady in team no, proud to Kwesi Apia. Na Kwesi Apia tell me assistant, and the Kwesi Apia be head coach. Before Kwesi Apia no, na the omo say team be Asempa no. Whoever is the senior man once the squad becomes the captain.
Okay.
Then Mantan Beto John Mensah so John Mensah became captain for a while. And after to prepare. So when they that dream by and the question appear say oh no obo nya ni leader. Because I say na we obentin o china asumesi. And the question appear found captain in Asamoah no the Asamoah. I know Chelsea na Asamoah no oye pay at the time.
Okay.
Because who can squad ne pa dia na nka Asian
yeah
ani muntal mo fi na 20 bad standards mo jan so e chire ntinka say Asian o ha and even that na Asamoah na Asian had captain Ghana at a point in time can 2008 our Ghana here
yeah
Asian AFCON no nya friendly match
AFCON
so that time no for nye dede so I keep on saying that sometimes a personality be ba na Ghana form pay Asian had been captain before Asamoah was named as substantive captain for Ghana Blasters. At the time, no be any because that time, no, na Asian was not coming from the Ayo family. Yeah. In terms of Asian, they are normal. I'm not going to say that John Mensah or Nayamba Asamoah captain. Ghana for no. Yempono champion match. You be that talent. Ghana for no. That's how I sing against over-dramatization. And Obi prior and Obi Ebaye Obi ni from Obi captain no. The coach Otoado has never in his life said anywhere that Obafred the day you. Two, even if so Obafred the day you are on case of Omanaba as captain. Ye ni mushi kura no tema Kwesi Apia no and Obama Asamoah be captain. On one so a different destiny. Kwesi Apia and Obama Asamoah be captain of Blaster or not so the trainer Asamoah as captain of Blasters 2019 and I issue back Ghana. Yes, who has the power to appoint also has the power to disappoint. Until lucky for us, only part of Asamoah be captain. I'm not sure no be Asamoah if he was captain. And at the time when pressure came on Kwesi Apia no, also to Asamoah nko AFCON as just an ordinary player. Into Bayano, Edwin general captain.
Yeah.
Asamoah be say, "Ombe chire mu nchire no." Kono no different general captain. Nti say ye new hwe krampo na law na if you in law class na nka abakosem ne bi na da bi twa da betade ho tem Asamoah ye be the throne ye be general captain so it means that anyese obaba yi bibia fini na nsem asa for speculating no over speculation
okay
in that sense all too soon if you say Ghana hey nansi I by a general captain never said the day I don't know on to in that capacity. Na so Obano or the commission but be captain if you in someone na and there you know captain the one the power lies with the coach again Otoado year never gonna coach no you know Otoado 1 and Otoado 2 Otoado 1 and they gonna qualify for Qatar and on Sunday Ghana echo the tournament itself our UAE Qatar ho no
yeah
and they buy no okọ on the Dortmund kosum and they go for Christian buy Christian buy okọ no and they go for Otoado so this is the second face of Otoado. Obayano, the first ever match of boy was a friendly match against Nigeria. Jordan Ayew was his captain. Otoado no corner Sambayano without any force or nobody no Jordan Ayew captain. And people should listen to me very well. And when then I call could this captain pena when Jordan Ayew no bufu here and now on say see that kind of over dramatization. When Otoado buy no when I smash Jordan Ayew captain.
Yeah.
He named Jordan Ayew captain. Now, as I see Cote d'Ivoire, you call AFCON no. Minanum centrophobia. They are the babons. I must say, and so what is in the day for Ghana? So what is Bas now still right there? It came out. I must say, the Andrew brothers are cursed. They've been cursed. They need to know yen kan mo such example say yen hwe since the be captain na bo match bi enkoye because ya fa kwan paso na eje captain fi Asamoah Gyan nsem sa twi obi ka kire wa say ya fa kwan paso na eje captain fi amist nsem nti sa wo ka say anytime you ka say and na means as amist no so you can as ordinance form say mama obenti no so ongoso ben ye kan ye nchemu sa o say mo see say kwan ye fa so je captain e fi Asamoah Gyan nsem de ma odru ayo no na nye kwan pa enti ono ye be captain no Ghana Blaster ko ye da na ga ntina mo fle kwan no enka say ene ye captain fi Asamoah Gyan nsem Asamoah Gyan so na nsi form I know it's possible. A possible scenario. Asamoah Gyan just last year on Instagram, ebe kan na kusem. Chire mu say on no kompono ya or the certain as example. Years ago, I offered to goodness mama. San no on do ayo no. And no oba echi no hu no. Onsa kwano kita kokoma pa. Asemo me kan ye. Asamoah Gyan na amafo kuma no no. Asamoah Gyan no small bia na amafo kuma no no. Ana oba kan say when usa we on do ayo no kompono wa kuma pa. But it's because someone never for you to go as a man assume. And he never wanted to be a friend to Ondrayo. Yes, my fault. Get a Sunday here. Ubi some more almost celebrities and no more than you want. Even Uba, he compare, or be a head of sports and also a head of Kokosam for the channel. Yes, I don't know Kokosam, I gonna for no. Nippano Bessre, no, what Chino could do consumption parts and Ponso. So when you're nice, no go take this memoir. And to almost say, the Ayu brothers has been cursed. And I did a chat the last match I ever Cote d'Ivoire. No, I say Boko Bondo you some penalty. In that same match, no, the Ayu will be the share 2 goals my in that same match, no. Now I'm for such example. So the one promotion gonna last match boy Andre Ayu and Boko Bon and sa the which of only echo prayer bob and ye one gonna nip say wa and one young question also yeah that same match, are you be share 2 goals brace? Are you being so a cost penalty? Keep a big of prayer ball by and no and I was I said that example no just to tarnish and no a palm on dry on film. Gana team until on no otado by now gonna come for the match no I Nigeria John and the captain no I'm gonna call Lucy the man for a kind so what's somebody be no person ko anima are you for show me no mono say no was confused so he didn't even know Nipo be captain Kudus wasn't ready to take any captain I'm gonna say yeah habo and keke and then say how no could see Kudus when he wasn't ready and we are simply near prep for that position no because the people wasn't prep Kudus oh ebia the most on our form no henceforth bill me captain no say no bana dan ni na aba no so but in perform my command captain. Then on for him, that match Ghana didn't win. And a pressure samba beam. Pressure samba beam. Na say ye pe obi ye nkai hu enten time wo fia and answer one kan ekubisa no. Ghana Blasters na wo no. Say nkai kaso the face value. Say nchire obi no qualities owo. Leadership quality owo. Na kasi ka fa captain na. Mo na team no na fe ne eye Jordan ayo. Jordan ayo nko bi wo nko ne be prayer na kai should have been the late eye if say atu twasam. He's not true. Oh no, no, buy. Yeah. Now the Gonna phone Kenti. The beer be smaka. Are they most difficult for a player and so be down for 5 years? Player be back from 1 year, 2 years any news. Unless or ya de beer e be serious da. No news. Until a point in time say Kudus were form I don't just say and to be okay bia no useless in the Blasters. Me to kwani me buy my first match I go share was Ghana against Angola. That's when Chris Whitty and Ghana. That first match, Chris Youth in a bench, Andre Ayo. Me can't say vividly always. Now me ne abranti be oye movie. I'm from the Frank Nero. Yeah. But now media stand ho. Yeah. And that was the first time I had seen Immortal in almost 2 years. Okay. Kusha Kumasi. Me ne shake to fake room. You remember Kusha Immortal na police for year that go back na Ghana force my no arrest my police for na go back. Those kind of stuff now. That match 2 things that popped up was that about 90% of the media guys in the media stand, when they realize that Andre Ayew nkan no be energy. Obi energy. Hey, I'm saying this on authority. Yes. Obi awaye bi amagana. And my boy nipa me no din. Obi no nko bi so mo. Our 90% of the media guys in our normal media stand on that day Ghana Angola in Kumasi. Omoni aje. Why Chris Witty a chess or a Beman say, which will bench on Rio. Now, then, what is some of them? And say, can so you coach and Ujana so on ya. Just say, oh, premeditation. Then, secondly, Jordan Ayo, Nakabola, number 4 Chechi. Ho. Couldn't boy, hey, star boy. So that boy called Frank Nero, no, just sitting beside me. Now, boy, no, then a boy, near for Bruno. Referring to Jordan. When you go for Bruno. On you be actually. But in the heart of people, they just want to see him on the field of play. Now you never will be in Kunuma Ghana. Who we are also being Kunuma Ghana. Obishi just no Nankabo on your Bonibiano. Who are you not demotivating the person? Now we are also saying Nippon on Kuno Ghana. Put yourself in that person's shoe. Who do bija? No say Changa say bon point one yard. And that's no packing is both born and fan. Who copy na the boy saying winning. Now back to a Oreku interview no. When you Oreku beside Jordan, say additions no. First, you see, no one could have given more intelligent answer than what the guy did. First, he acknowledged, say, I'm not the coach. Is Jordan you the coach of the Grand Blasters? No. At his position, cannot even be the coach.
No.
Two was as I just said, the onus, the power rests with the coach or lies with the coach to call whoever. And like I said, the coach knows what he needs and what he wants. Knowing what he needs here means materials, again, players. What he wants means what he wants to achieve at the World Cup. And the coach now was out to me no. I don't know what they are. Every time I want any people could do. Into that power no. But no. Oh, you just say be too many. And when upon an interview, be a sports journalist or a fan, I will say, I'm qualifying and find power for that. When what could be that? Someone qualify no. On your didn't see never from Koda. When I could be that. That didn't see Jordan because we are every with this premise, no. I'm for extra boss. Oh, quarter is just copy from one. How do you sack 60% of your team? How do you? Is anybody share so yeah, too many changes are too many changes. What's the meaning of too many changes?
Okay.
What's the meaning of too many changes? If the person is not expecting too many changes, what does that mean? But I say, there's this premeditation. Like because I say, Mpenefo say, so Tavu Shanwa, no Chanepa. Yes, I saw some Numsa, but Mpese say, I Mr. Sunny Bina Mesano. To a Sarah Chadepa, now goes need different. And to more, I am kicking radio, so yeah, Jordan has not said anything new. In Spain, I can be a Jordan Becano. One can say, or more didn't me from Misty. Men play both England and also of Brazil. And the coach FIFA demanding Ghana Leicester Uncle Fred Jonayo. There's no way we as a Jonayo Mutim away. Listen, never Modeba. And Tisa, some no Yanka, Yenumuka in December, I'm going to qualify in Mesman course. The first way I buy was Otuado is not competent enough. And so you compare more competent hands if I'm going to Otuado on Yadi. That was the first thing about saying. Secondly, then almost on the started that agenda. No, so the day on the team, no be on the team that they World Cup. After your team, we are so even 45 minutes. Or but 90 minutes, we are half a year. See, on the watch it and on the troublesome. Instead, no beyond football reasons. And so, why were you citing football reasons then? If indeed, say, say on that no problem, no beyond football reasons. You should send that example long ago. You should have used different variable. Say on the team. So now that box has been ticked into science will stand. No, you could have cited that example long ago. So I can't back camper or cause problem. Until yes, a bone no number, and yes, or Ghana man just on wine. Now beyond the pitch, no or hygiene. No can no now for talking for some. But you don't have to this different this pussy fitting and no see out no channel. No. Be consistent. Be consistent with your submissions. Now and then no say can't say more. Nature we don't call for us because I'm from Kaide can and branch in yes I no.
Oh.
Now anything I'm for have mastered courage in the piano on both some pushy certain agenda as if someone can facts. I'm kind of say this guy called on you want to say I'm for be anymore. Time started last time. Yeah, then some for it. There were players, senior players who didn't even want to pass him ball. One was on come. I'm saying this one my kind of there were players, senior players on no more team who didn't want to give a you pass. Just for him to become a passenger on the field of play. Because they understand why I say I don't care about the band and the painting. And then I that influence the environment in a course place in him.
Okay.
Instead of being possible in him. And now Obosu be a penny as well, you know, do all ban Osa. All ban Osa. I'm saying people can go back and check. Time again the call final. And some of them do so. One of the brothers must be dropped. That's squad in the bar. Squad in the baby no come to nya woman. One of the Ayu brothers must start from the bench. Enough there almost some can say do one for shift go post no. Say you were nemu squad na one of the Ayu brothers. You know we don't to nya bar. Your match one of the Ayu brothers must start from the bench. You gonna follow no. Expecting over dramatization.
Oh.
Environment plays a key role in football. We shouldn't support the environment and say Ghana and Koya Maya never go say place bia. We should all blame ourselves when Koya Maya because we are part of the environment. You don't pollute the environment. Now we are not going to say we are concrete. Omo na ehun say come and so mo ebobo no pedam cause trouble no. If you say answer na Koya Park no so. Now people talk about nyeme bebre. Oh, see say we to go Ghana akọ US of A. Na say we dey say oh, you nya visa ma wa pe, wo fa bi ticket ma o. Okwa say unu be be shawa, that's but be shawa airport, no akofia. O san nepa uni experience in traveling. Obi on much experience in traveling, obi on say me fia ko eye UK, me fa this flight e be me say because see wo eye Heathrow landing there, man fi Heathrow. Let's say Newcastle, it will cost me this amount. Say me fa Uber, and I say me fa eye train, and I say me fa bus, say never cost me. Say me ko see wo Gatwick, na me ko the same Newcastle, and also me fa train bus and taxi Uber it is the same. Do Gatwick in the winter land near different places, different locations. You are not going to pay same. And last 2 weeks and I made sure say even airplane is one aircraft is one. You traffic and say ticket. So if you that's what my station a 6 cities until will be almost open by that ticket 6 cities.
Oh okay.
Even some maybe ticket and na me could if you come and come here. Even the same economy the price could differ. And therefore, church budget must they should be on top of the issues. So yes say. My content is so frightened if I go say. Then the season I work up no. I'm money much expensive. Obo how to go that hotel that. On that even common hostel abroad that. But people are discussing budget issues as if so. What come between hostel, hotel, third class, fourth on difference no. One no call but no yes madam for be jam be fa no ba fa call so you don't even know the price of a hotel. So the fact that we beat abroad just on unless you be the guy can pre-man for no I'm going to meet that correct figures no because a ban on what we call that 5-star no so you me my brain no me pata me kra sanko fo no ho obo mpa sense of fee Ghana flight fee aye kutuka cause JFK won New York on fee New York New York and different state that even the next state after New York go that so let you must lady nkomo you must lady nkomo na enjoy over dramatization ya no now let me stress my attention to Arsenal Ghana se no bi na akwa Arsenal yi season start here tema ye declare Arsenal be title no almost mo de ye ni mu ye ni anya Arsenal me say if you guys win Arsenal it means Arsenal je league with that and I'm going to that sura and then you chat there what's at a point in time not Tottenham Hotspur no that so
yeah
it started me wa
yeah
but this same season no and I'm there anymore mbada sura in the last 4 years check Liverpool no time mbada sura but ni na obi ankai Arsenal pe and then Arsenal when am for koye second calculation we say no then be density be from Arsenal no then the next alternative let's tarnish the image say Arsenal po gia me fa trophy ni mo because obi and deserve so get trophy kind of ball Arsenal ball no fata few years ago yes Arsenal them were too soft Mobo boy fe nyina anfo bulu maka pa na mo da fam na yahye mo. Nanka esida na Mikel Obi player at his time under 20 was one of the emerging talents from Africa, proper number 10. Wo Jose Duba Chelsea best sell bobo. Ebeda no defensive midfielder obey just war because untumi ponche. Obi na you very creative. And then also you can't Arsenal Asempa. Obi can't Arsenal go omoshe. Intendo Arsenal omoshe go from corner kick. People debate as if Arsenal share more goals from corner than from open play. Meanwhile, corner how for check commentary. Obi didn't bobo ma. That's great header, fantastic header. But you come see home Manchester United mu bobo ma. I'm so now for Kai Shiko. And the come say and the come. Dum ti she go na hu asmaka. Alan Shearer. Go say on for the tianche. But now Arsenal chef from corner kicker a crime. Abeye artificial crime in football. I make no sometimes you can say na mitamfo nti. Arsenal nti ke team for nanka this new fast and that back we if I say corner kick nka I want to discuss it differently. But Arsenal nti no. Yempe binka for Arsenal. Arsenal to me after the I be obvious when I say corner kick bi na anko for no. Nti na Arsenal and ye the new rule about football mu. Arsenal be football. Oh. Come on. Let's be realistic for once. I don't know. So can I say it doesn't make what you said a man crime. Because it was based on certain variables and we had that projections, you know. Tambema, I know more than Guasi. About force, I make assassin to me in Genesis, Arsenal, about closer. I mean, as in fantasy, Arsenal image, you know. It's so sad. Now, let me go back to Champions League. You real last week, you know, saying who they see. Yeah. Arsenal, I missed the time, Chelsea, I missed in purchase Asempa. It's not about me, I don't have any interest in Chelsea. Chelsea enya mejana team no menu ambobi Chelsea sake menu bia ye na makofa Chelsea ho tan eh baby na Chelsea abedu na mehwe na me ka masem okay enti Champions League na sa member boss sisi ya no me results me can the the eba no they can return list me can they win the service nko so obi atie na obi aso eche na adwene and that Bodo team no omo yes enche people should watch out for Bodo. Bodo, yes, they won the first league. They can qualify. People should be very careful about Bodo from Air Norway. Oh, okay. That's Cinderella story, normal, you know. Sports training year at home, they might just pick a slight win or a draw.
So Norway crowd, more like
no.
I think that and also one of the reasons more time to.
Oh no, but here again, say can say analyze about and so home start to say so more like no inactive, but special program and the team that and people should watch out for Bodo and the kind of things on my even if people should go back and take their training no. If I say no, how come at time where Norway league in Yambo, not a crowd from Norway, nowhere near first 5 European Omonka, not Bodo, which mean but not over boy to this stage of the competition market won't be a film that. And they are doing it with
say Norway league and so much as here. A fee no much.
They are boy, no much as here. Last week, they don't boy, no much as league in Asia. Yeah, until Bodo almost no. And English Premier League, you know, and they be almost some yard there, and yes, some yard there. In the last 5 years, everybody can check. Teams Champions League no more call the last 4 no. And was Newcastle. At a point in time, it was the Spanish teams. Beside winning, no, they were the ones going for the final. And that we know, you should have winning the one call the last 4 no. That means England for no quality, they be now for people because I'm some Casabri. No, last week, Mulu Supporto, and I'm from probably Arsenal pay on board draw. Oh, California, you're born from Newcastle, a board draw with you, Arsenal board draw. Aston Villa National Nomono.
Board draw.
I mean, only Newcastle from Arsenal and only Newcastle a board draw. No English team won. Yeah. Now, not English team, now West Special winning. Aside the Arsenal, it's realistic. First way back no. How many of the English team were you expecting to win? Even Barca against Newcastle. Most of them tip Barca to win. Instead that run go pass some of will be bet. But you see they will not come back to admit to. No, I'm not telling arguments. No, I'm trade the imperial teams. No, meanwhile that day, 90% of people who call bet or no go bet against Newcastle. Yeah, especially when Barca had scored them in the same group stage. No, Barca Beshan or St James Park or that need to know. Into that shows an improvement in sports. Obishi on a ban board draw. Oh yeah, I na competition in my engine can grow sports mono. A competition here. And now me what team win to me say but say yeah makina obi a obesha me won board draw. Why are they saying the only boy no? Newcastle I dare say Barcelona. Okay. On that score. All right. But I won't say still I want for Benjamin Biakan. Chelsea against a PSG. I should be deja vu. You be woman away. No. Same story. Yeah, Chelsea because after that match, the next match Chelsea was Endra against Newcastle, and Chelsea couldn't pull out the pieces. And I didn't see them master play from Chelsea, and they were playing the same time as Arsenal were playing. Chelsea didn't encourage me enough for me to bet my last coin for Chelsea. It could be an away win or draw in that match. Okay. Man City, Madrid. Okay, last year. Aye. Now Arsenal share Real Madrid. Now for at Spanish word be say Romantada. Romantada. And there's Real Madrid be share Arsenal 3. And he was Omode City no say how do we be. Sunday we City. And that one is almost gone for Madrid. Omunya Romantada. Oh no. Oh, but I'm not saying Man City. Okay. Against West Ham. No. One that magical moment. We obey Madrid. Asempa. No. Then Arsenal Leverkusen. That one Arsenal will go through most likely. Though a football there, all cannot be very careful. Anything can happen. Yeah, and it's not always not the better side they win match in football. It's never true. Now, Oko Barcelona Newcastle. That one to Barcelona. Oko Spurs vs Atletico is most likely to be draw or a win for Atletico. Then Liverpool will win over Galatasaray. Bayern Atlanta and also deja vu for Bayern Munich. Atlanta cannot go beyond Bayern Munich. Benedict Ochre, Boa, also on the Bayern Nebefa. Yeah, last week I can. Yeah, I was saying yes about. So we see the message in Barca. It's good to be consistent. It's good to be consistent. He knows what he has said about Bayern. So we are now we are open. But about later on. About before, so I say Hamano. But he has been consistent. That's it. He has been consistent. And let's no see money. No say Aston Villa will be winning Europa League. Aston Villa. Europa no somewhere in Accra. They are not going to have because Aston Villa they are not in the best of form. They are not in the best of form. They have experienced coach, but they are not in the best of form. So I will end it here. Now empty the fake up on us no. And Adriana Stars. It was Nenya News. Tachima Youth. Nenya News. Match no the idea Dreams Lions. Okay. I know me boy. Yeah. Then become Chelsea against Nations FC. That one is going to be a cracker game. Yeah. So and those are the matches some of us expecting. By then I they say could the Korea no. How many did the team? No check and watch say yes me penisi or Dreams Airborne Heart of Lions. Exactly. Atram Devesa Airborne Mediama. Hey. Oh no, Atram I say Obekoso Havoc. Oh okay. But to share paper na dia Mediama e was soro. Sir. Yeah, we mutu na say Atram ko division 1 on Premier League side. Hey. Until no ono hwe so Obekoso Havoc and this kind of competition we na man here there. Obi anyo bia udi agwa ko be 1 million. Oh. Until no Atram Devesa e share Mediama SC. Whilst Dreams ebe engage Heart of Lions. Then breaking Chelsea will lock ons with Nations FC in the other phase. So that 3 matches in the MTN Cup. I wish them good luck, and I'm expecting good matches. Okay. Senior Amisti Naughton and Kano. Drew senior Nana Kwame Bensford. Nana. Yeah, I'm a Sanchia Ethiophobia. Now, Miss Sanchia coach. Mebra Francis Apo. I think it will be in either Sweden or Denmark now. Okay. I see them call for and no, I know her. Also share live our YouTube. Anti Micha, Mr. Francis Apo.
Okay.
Now I'm an Messanchia coach. Now during the weekend, we sent who oak seed for Mokosra players no will be mine, and it was very colorful and very nice. And I think that see young Kwalani say as time goes, no, they began to love Ghana football and bringing back the love. No, I think that when we start from there, Ebebuapa and member coach in nkrofo e kan ho nyina abaso se omotimi yes initiatives we na man Jordan asem no me shada hu na asem bia o and unim say to me I feel say otoado kra na man pressure, you see. This is the time okay I say it's true. I say otoado nya time okay o steady teams na countries na ye kwa kushia no Panama, Croatia and England o stadium very well, nya perfect clips and now even onya tactics. Send a beyo with obetimi nya the perfect players are obetimi amache these countries.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, time I say and yemfa play away coaching in the bed decide say ni say yemfa the day yemfa then yemfa say, you see yes ana e pressure no onya time to concentrate on your opponent na your new mokwa kushia no. I think coach no nim the and if players now on your more boy and qualifies now no be you so to match we now are trying to clip say omo an betimi fine. If any additions be obetimi dia ka ho me I don't have any problem. The only problem I have is we should just focus on your World Cup no. Focus on the coach. Say the obetimi aye amayetimi advance to the next stage. Now wetimi advance and as yetimi akweni more than the previous World Cups are yako. It's my for pressure into coaching so. Jordan are you any interview no wakana asem. Okay. Coach never fe mubia fine. Ono so na ye captain Emma team no. Nti say ono so akasa na coach dey feel say Jordan come team no ho ono yes ahene into the obeka no so no mintie mu bia see ebesi did de kwa de as at now me to me he's still a fine player for me. Okay. And we are the ideas or the bad team no so no it will never be bad. Wow. But the most important thing we should do as a country and as a team is our opponents, we should find a way ye beti mini omoabo than say and I for the denko or chairman for nenko and then only team and then only form. It will never help. To me, it will never help. Let's focus on the team. This is the time I say ye jumani ye ma coach no the necessary supporter obeti me at the counter the opponent no because Panama ye hwenes no ombetimi ama nema fire se pa nkrofo bebre ati wo kan say Panama de England omunya bete even though ne man shada nko yi Croatia omo finals of the World Cup da
not too long ago.
And the experienced players are a woman no even as at now Modric star all bobo no cry no I say onye ready crampo say or retirement. Original midfield ho the way and manner akwano exhibiting ho no enye easy. Until we should be very careful whatever we need to do as a team and as a country because you say and yen for we mbra ni drop we ni say na fe unity ni enim bioma ye be kwa kogu ye hu enim asipoto yemma otoado the necessary way freedom don't start and steady the opponent no ne emma no the necessary players are of obefeel say omo na ebetimi aboa ama yetimi counter ye opponent no because me they be as make no World Cup we see and here Panama crown be my that serious surprises are yeah be ntienye ye nema ye me they quite fine me to me my friend kakra I've seen that now team a wenya bono why active kakra and the inclusion so betimi aboa say coach no so feel say still on to be one team what the Ghanaian fan and a citizen of Ghana here and say World Cup no ye beko ni akwa ye ni other than that maybe I don't think say Bibria ye kikana and then Jordan akoyi ni nuama Jordan akoyi say Jordan akoyi say emboa na say the day so ball qualifies ni bi
no that's when I okay do you mom can say okay
he was also part of the qualifiers here sana at the later when ye coach in the case on team ni nye adwuma bi na say coach na say who say or top flight football and as or bobo Europe na the modern one by year I think obetima consult technical team even Nag brother, almost technical team nukra we will match one more former Black Stars player, and also your part of or your assistant away.
Because we told the colleague.
You see, it's so a fitter, obetimi catch or you're qualified to play, obetimi catch a coach, you know.
I mean, on that, he can only suggest the power rests with Utuado.
Yeah.
Why are people assuming they have no more power?
You see, so we should just say, start to say, I've been doing something, we are World Cup, near Kobe,
yeah, no.
Usha Brazil, England. France and Yama almost year the way I almost stadium opponent from now on was kwa na kasi ye ba be ko selections one player selection player win e be ko player win e kwa and Yama be fire say because obia ni abre Argentina on say Cristiano Ronaldo cry say we ja league ball say or ko boano for the World Cup you see Tianye ni maye enya sa nyama ebe fire say and say the Donald Trump about Iran and I say about World Cup with Iran for but I think say anke hona kra anka other country bi anke World Cup ni be from onsem kra
very bad PR
and it's I think the way and manner at times Donald Trump all can nsem bi no in try because in Yama with the deal with the Casa with the or fan low cra and I think and Suswampa Russia be and now Ukraine in a Coca Samuel okay ebe from on some cra into any my because we don't want any fight and is you man me wo Dubai say who missiles no kitty style corner alarms blue every 15 minutes bia na ya ma alerts na star phone no cry be bomb cramp no ya mo share be show no
no baby sha na see
baby share
me call next 3 weeks
enye is you
yeah Misty senior Misty
yeah
na bibia nyi hu say alarm na e be ba no I think say na mo obi wo ha say anka me dey chere a mystic cry na anka wahwe but I say a chening no free so man ti
enya
ka say ye niam we na ebe we ebe man niam afa ya say na ye nhwe na enye hu niam yi na World Cup ye ni abre say ebe ko
okay entino nana ehwehwe already aba Coach Vicente Abiu, the experienced man, Nankasa Watanase. Coach Akwaba.
Yeah, man.
Na Coach Mpacho, what to say?
Wow, ni bibia boko.
You're the radiasi. Asante Kotoko, obo friendly match, on a WB United. I can see no corner, we near Kotoko 4-1.
That's a topic, baby.
That's a topic. Ghana, my yeah, to me, I some kids were grow.
We are coming to
and why a topic where baby I just say discuss a cry and grow cry. You know, MTN Cup, coach, what can I say? Or the Ebe come, Adriana, Etnefi, Asemi and San, Otnefi, or Semi and San, Emma, Techimai Liberty, Youth. We riding and coupon, moment me and with your match or mobile pa. Nana for Sujia Boa Park, and as I gave no it to dry. And that Nana for Sujia Boa Park, Honano, Nation Sepsi, and a Brecum Chelsea at the Beboini at 3 p.m. And as I gave no a bet to dry. Na Cape Coast Stadium, ɛnɛ Dreams FC ɛne Heart of Lions 3 p.m. ɛbɛyɛ live on TV na nwumire no 7 p.m. no Atram Divisa ɛne Mediema Soccer Club ɛnso ɛde abɔni ɛno nso 7 p.m. tino sana game no ɛteɛ na coach ewuremu na before say coach be wuremu no mamidi kan mo me voice way emfama coach na ne oka MTN FA Cup ni wi a na ode no nso no atatoɔ encheye na didi dramani unse fi say haso folk ekwese ekotoko ne de tiyo enseda nkoyie ha match so ma bo nyina no akwakoye de wo ho no mo eno na has fans no obubufu ye pa keka bi de kire coach no nso akasa na osi de owo na eno yusu yentie no
what we have is what we are presenting. We are managing the team. What we have is what we are presenting. So even me, I don't expect too much from the player who is doing his very, very best in that moment. We don't have. What we have is what we are managing. So we keep managing until a time when we can say that, okay, I think that we can have more possibilities. We don't have. Nobody can tell us what we have to do in terms of our way. We know, but sometimes you can't control it. Outcomes. Coaches don't control outcomes. When the opponent is going to strike a goal, you cannot start from where you are and then ask the ball not to get into your goal. You can't. You can only hope that your team can make use of solving the problems and then making the right decisions. And this is very clear.
We've done a lot to reach this far, a lot. Even though I know we still continue to be doing that, but we are more encouraged when we see that.
Okay, Entino, Didi Dramani and Outen and Kano. Na, coach, yane Barima etu ahene. Barima etu ahene. And so edi nkomo. Unse former Hasselfolk management member. And also Ebubo na adwe kakra pa chere Hasselfolk players no pa. Ozo mo ni survive even arura asokra mpo no. Omo nsem fata ese omo bebo.
Every team no connect the fight. We feel now we decided to go for the past 5 years. You may go tell now na me fresh the best. Me say you no what catchable now to that. Me say na so. I mean getting this now me share here. Now me say I have a crowd waiting me time my petrol. Look at this. I just say the players should think no who's a nipa na go muka. E nipa na go muka. No mun just say so no mo ya pack no so no. No mun just mo ya. This is not how to put materials. Few of them 4-5 Amankwano what you no me make sure that I'm taking no about 1 or 2. I'm teaching now and I'm ready uncle. We see our that is true. Chance to pass that's on the goal line. I'm football no actually what no the same thing ball is on now who gets it ball no so only so 2 was answer wa ball
nti eso to no boas answer no wa ball no boom no about to actually coach umre ni coach umre
I think so no Diana it's me we need a 3-0.
Yeah,
I think so well follow Diana this season you won't doubt them when it's an away game.
Okay,
until we even though I'm ball home no on fixtures no na away game
okay
I said they've struggled in home matches this season but omukwa aware even we share TV crown omuball aware performance on the field they are different.
Oh, okay,
compared to omuball home and can normally yeah league night is at home nema a little bit comfort which is say players no but sometimes I always tell people say the away games if everything is fair, not feel near good, and normally it's rather good for the away team. Depending on who players, no mujidi omu
okay.
So level of confidence now, so I think say who share the Adriana League no, it's say FA Cup no, he has the chance to move forward because I say time once any fear or you're comfortable to win because. Me the relate so Ocean 11 wonders game now. Even that game everybody thought said they could win hands down. They struggle.
Yeah.
Now home game. I think say no omuche say omuno premier team against the Division 1 side. They should Emma the best, but Adriana decided say no, we need to take this game because it's a league near with same. So you could get another path to get to a confederation competition, which is the FA Cup. And it add up to your trophies. you add up to your trophy, say, at least you could put it in your cabinet. I think that their course who much well deserved. Some of the games sometimes Upe say Ubeti and now analyze and it's quite a little bit easy. This game ni course will not be done. I think that whatever happened between Adriana and Techiman, a game, the way some of us expected it, okay. I think kudos to Techiman, kudos to Adriana. Nice game. Then in the nations, any Brekum Chelsea, two teams who look like they are almost struggling. Almost struggle between the lines.
Okay.
Shabibia Brekum Chelsea da.
Yeah.
Now Shabibia nations da.
Brekum Chelsea. Hey, no, they are that 17 crowd.
I know they are relegation bound. And nation they was
in the 9th position.
What me pay Johnny home. Game we say another neutral ground game for both teams. And you'll be a fee, and you'll be your comfort, will be any supporters or also be a creating the support, or be a try so be creating.
Okay.
The supporters or keep cool, so which is a very good sign. Say, yes, idea. No, so I think it is from this
Asempa
angle.
FM.
But we share game now with
FM.
Anos performance currently.
Okay.
I think the game Nibama nations.
Oh, okay.
And that game now I feel the nations can manage. They can manage to go through.
Okay.
Now, but Dreams FC out of Lions.
Okay.
Another game, the outcome no be determine who leads the team. Gidia Odibama will players no because musu share be omo table this so. And your performance I want to say two teams self flat especially out of Lions. But to me about 10 games without winning.
Yeah.
Winning the game.
Yeah.
And San Obenyani win against Kotoko. Dreams FC, I call Africa, a tasty Africa, or Bo Africa, or a semi-finalist. And see, they know how much money that came in. So they know the advantage. You get it. And at the same time, you dress your cabinet.
Okay.
And the coach Domo would definitely like to make sure say
Asempa FM.
a good day now. That year, Bo Cup winners, and definitely your name will come say, "We now coach Dreams FC," because the other one no assistant.
Yeah.
But we she's on here in charge of the team. Then near Jane in the Papa, Coach Bash. I've been on a struggling lane trying to put their team in shape. We sweat me up more confidence for the last 8 games now, Kano. I'm winning this particular game now. So this game look very close. One share a game I traveled to penalty.
Wow.
Game I bet you share the two teams on my horn there. And you give me a produce goes be but one shall not penalty. Then I tried the visa Mediama shy on the league table. The gap since your gap now narrow between on the second team they are 1 point. Inti Onusuna or Amy at the double. So we need double no. To Mediama Atlantic VC last season, I think they were in the semi-finals.
Yeah, sure. No,
They were in the semi-finals, and I was called Division 1, Zone 3.
Yeah,
it's a one on that third on the league log. So it tells you say performance near consistent.
Yeah,
and you fluke.
Golden cake in the year free.
So I think say or person critics are upset no. Because Division 1 for now can say is about film. Or no film and then Division 1 for no. On journey nearby.
So dim kunim crowd or no about final.
And that Bibiani was say you get that glory. Nanya got it and we saw the euphoria and the walk rooms the whole week, the whole month, even the whole year, even up to now. And one famous FA finals Ubodia, and then we saw Golden Kick Kotoko finals.
Yeah.
You saw the euphoria, we saw the popularity, Golden Kick Nyaye. So once it's a big final game, Ura Hona Ufa, una your topic for the week. Everybody will be discussing you. So a game I'm but I feel say I see the advantage Mediama.
Oh, okay.
I see the advantage Mediama, especially performance on my I need Ghana Premier League mode this particular season. No, I feel say it's an advantage to go to another close game, but I think at the end of the day, Mediama betting me, I will need this particular game. So I think the FA Cup organizers are still doing their best.
Yeah.
Sena Akosu so far, no, I think so we've had a steady growth all the time. BB Akosu step by step. They are not yet there, but all the time they move up to the ladder. So I think so far so good. Good organization.
Senata.
By the close of 9 o'clock, no, we know Nipa 4 now, Ebeka, no. We know we are close to the semi-finals. But I think all the games are never interesting games. Game Libya or BB. There's something to talk about. There's something to, unless you don't want to talk about anything, but there's something to talk about. That is the game of sports and the game of football. No, all the time there will be a talking point. Okay. So depending on talking point, we will person for free, and I be your person for free. So I think we wish them all the best. May the referees come to the party, and at the end of the day, no, yeah, you ain't me uncle Cape, no, you better show TV. Oh, yeah, sure, you have any ideas. I always tell people say. And got score line, no man, they will be analysis. And also, cool your game, no. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed. A lot of pundits don't watch the Premier League. Scores now, no more are decided they want to dream. That is why they are even preaching to people, say they are not even players to watch.
Yeah.
Because the whole season, sometimes people sit here, ask them honestly, did you watch the game? Because some are on TV. So you have an idea what a typical Hawkway team is.
Yeah, at least.
You have an idea what Adriana team is. And it's a mutual say now we are better. And yeah, because of Konya draw and not Konya win. But because Usha na way fetch home no bono. But one share game no. After 90 minutes, I call live scores, I call share. Then you decide okay, when I'm the bomb team I can same way.
No, I ain't tell you.
You could name 1 or 2 players. I can say, won't me can say, for local player, keke. But ubet me for local player, maybe for number 6. You could compare all the 9 number 6. Now it's okay. Premier League matches are me share.
10 matches, so this, that.
90. You're far away. I think say the coach is justified.
No, that's why.
So now, so you don't come back hitting Onotuado because you have not watched the game. And only idea about but with the FA Cup, we wish everybody the best of luck. And quickly on the voice you play, Abe BB. When I was taught, say, once you are the coach, then you are in charge.
Oh, okay.
And it is you, whatever you teach is what they do. And to Mikai, if your Proko is listening, Mikai say, your boss, the late Anaoka.
Yeah.
They be now once Akumana ba and call ye. And I start statement. That means okay, so why do they employ us? If the outcome, we cannot determine the outcome, then why do they employ us? And maybe son, if you is listening, and you also added it. And that is my boss. Maybe son say, see, actually, but so almost even beside a question, and I support the thing management beside. So why did they employ us?
Yeah.
That is what I asked my boss.
Okay.
So then no more employee.
Sensible.
The outcome will always be determined by you.
Okay.
Only my job about risk soon. The CEO of this multimedia company can commit an error. Nobody sees it. But coaching, a glare.
Okay.
So a lot of people commit errors, medically everything. But idea yet me who in term say who manage team.
So many eyeballs following you.
So when if maybe for instance did say you cannot, he doesn't control the outcome. Yanko back now in funny interviews. He said he's building something and or the philosophy. So your philosophy shouldn't be marked against you.
It can.
And I don't know if you guys are getting it. Your philosophy na yedi titin kolano.
Yeah.
Until we couldn't say so we couldn't mark it against you. In terms of my example, say I remember I told my boss, say it is our plan they are playing. So, Sandra, let's go and look at our plan. Say maybe your plan in Crown, you're executing a year. We don't put into their head very well. So let's find another teaching methodology. I bet me a boy, I'll bet you a plan. I say, into year and himself, met me a catch. I missed to be planning a good, but a good until 1 year results. No, forget about what Ateta is doing. Everything. People are not ranking him among the best coaches because he has not won anything. But sometimes the tour, he's doing better than maybe almost all the coaches. But what is there to show for? I bet he said the end product justifies say you are the best. So when we have a team like House of Folk and we have a new direction, there's one honest truth we need to tell ourselves as a country, any clubs. We need to accept, say, we need to rebuild again. We need to do revolution and evolution. That we cannot even compare the past to the present. In every game, the past seems to be better than the present. Even go to the English Premiership and everything. Who offer other videos, something now we share. I think we have a lazy generation of players, but it moves in generation. So if you are in charge, and I think, sir, with this particular one, Didi was the one who did the recruitment.
But why are you?
There was the one who did the recruitment. So I don't think, sir, just because second round, and I only maybe this one is serving as a trap. If you are not careful, and next season opens and you can transfer player and you don't win the league, I mean, so you can imagine what's going to happen. People will now refer.
Sure.
It's on the account Habiano all the time. Can say, "Oh, come 10 years to come."
Okay.
Because my voice will still be there. Into the account Asiamah, and can say, "Oh, the G points and no." Another 5 years, another 2 years, they can play your own voice and you hate yourself. Yeah. It is one thing Ghanaians have not realized. Say, Kasabia Kabiano, you can't not a Tosuma when they play, you want to hear it. Ukana one can hear. You wish that voice says Shinika say Ayira.
Corrupted.
And are corrupted. So if he's in charge of the team and this is the outcome, and he explains, the moment you do the recruitment and say you're building something, I think say a corny year will not hear this. So I would say the little I know, say the captain of the ship is always in charge.
Sure.
I yet here Asempa no. Somebody did the recruitment. I didn't bring myself here. So if Professor Wallace did recruitment, now we are not delivering. How is he going to tell management he's not part? He doesn't control our outcome. He controls our outcome. That is why when he comes and the producer, everybody must listen to the show and say, no, we need to reverse whatever we said.
Okay.
Unless you are not responsible. But once you are responsible, no. I coming here was the one who requested for me some years back. And I mean, the same applies to almost all of us because he's in charge of that department. So the account have been a canoe.
Sure.
Positive or negative, he must take some of the blame because one grooming a year and on guiding a year. So whatever a coach does, you cannot run away from the outcome because you are not going to kick the ball into the pool. No. But your responsibility. Sometimes women say, bro, for coaches, but now it is say, you are dumb all of a sudden.
Yeah.
They could convert a player to another thing. We will only complain about the players. But we can name series of coaches from the 70s up to time or maybe change players' position a benefit your mind. We could remember the famous Sam Johnson.
Sure.
He was not regular at House of Folk.
At all.
But he became an integral part of the national team.
Sure.
And play top flight football.
Yeah.
In the era of Bukaziz. When was Tabi Ghana for Ability on Shambokwe and Joe Debra. Just imagine say your top two players were dropped then. So you can imagine any Ayedi Bukaziz.
Yeah.
But he built a team. As a team, somebody succeeded it, and I call 92 finals when we've not qualified for a while. And Sam Johnson, who was not even 100% regular at House of Folk, became a regular player and had influence. And up to date, his influence still influence some other players. We can talk about Louis Asiamah and the rest. There's a lot we can talk about. There are some that have been converted because they are from smaller teams. We don't really know them. But we could give examples. But I to say, yeah, the another to say, all the time, can't Spurs score 2 seasons without buying a player?
At all.
Arsenal did it.
Even Crystal Palace now.
Yes, so it is what we build up. Into Santa Yenya Gideon say me, any person I've worked with, I always tell you, say, a Jumano air 2 things. When you feel they are not giving you what you need, you rather quit early. But the moment you accept the responsibility, then you must improvise to do whatever. Because ban new or ban enko. If they don't pay next year, it's still there. So it means the material you have is what you're going to use. We do call Jones, the last one, Jones took a few. Remember, I said, before we in Africa has had the similar ban.
Exactly.
But I remember his last one of his words to me, Okachemi said, it was one of the reasons that forced me to watch everybody I have, because that is what I have now, and to rebuild, and we became one of the strongest teams. So yes, we need to add up, but adding up does not guarantee, because what does it warrant? It means players no more are far better than House of Folk players. That's what we mean now. Asiamah players are far better than, because they are on top of the league. They might be on top of the league, but you may have materials better than them.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, game now to say my supporters coach soon supporters. No, we are a team of one. Without the supporters, there's no game. Without the coach, there'll be no proper direction for the technical team. So we need everybody hand in hand. Yeah, conform as a team. Yeah, Peja as a team. Because famously, when has beat Kotoko with 10 men, are you sure coach didn't hit his chest?
Oh, he did.
That was your tactics. 10 men. Now the ball game for almost 95 minutes. I mean, top flight football. Away. And you strategize and everybody defend. We were all happy when we saw how tactical variation you call it. Crown said after an OTN post match now, he was able to give us that angle. How affected the original plan and one dream. That is whether he lied, whether he speak the truth, we all watch it, so we all like it. So the same way, Edumani in Korea, when we don't openly, admittedly, everybody I've worked with, from your Preko, from Shaibu and everybody, I always tell you, say, don't make you take the job. When we're coming to take the job, Nyama BBC, but where the see early part of the job. But once you feel it's not going to help, sometimes when you leave early, it means the applause are high, then you leave. Mm-hmm. But when you go down and start saying this, somebody also play the devil advocate, a Koyanka. So I think, coach has said it, but I would say, this game is always control the outcome. It's always on the coach.
Wow.
Because that is your output. So your input determines your output. When the defense is good, are we all not talking about it? Mm-hmm. So did the defense there?
They hardly concede.
So that is the strong aspect of your team. When the attack is not working, and whatever you do for the attack to start working, and a few players, Doku and few other players, he was the one who bought them. He bought them. Did he buy an OYBB? He called back all House of Folk players. What different clubs. Yeah, back. CV. CV. So it means all the 30 players were actually by and who is our players no.
Sure.
So the technical bench is such a way say upa excuse obenya.
Okay.
Upa excuse obenya. And unya so a best sounding wall. But me catch us say there be a can microphone no more record there to. So another time will come, they'll play the same voice for you. And I told you, say, you want to hear it. Another time will come, you don't want to hear your voice. Not that because your voice is bad, but whatever you said, you realize, it didn't make sense that day, but because you were in your element, you thought it made sense to you. But when you come out of that element and you are relaxed at home and you hear yourself, that is so we shouldn't play, that's play intelligent game with ourselves. No, whatever we do all the time, consider your listeners to be as intelligent as you are, or some may be more intelligent than you, or more vested in that particular area of a human who are more than you. Because if me, I'm a sporting director, technical director, and my coach bring me this report, I don't think that the relationship will continue. Yeah. We are supposed to build, transform players. You can mandate no. At Olympics, we inherited one of the average teams. I mean, if you remember, who do you know? It was Awoko, Marshall Abekwe.
And the two brothers, Abekwe.
Yes.
Two brothers.
But all of a sudden, we had the likes of Akesi and the rest coming.
The boy who went to University of Education.
No, he left before we came.
He left before you?
Yeah, Manuel. Manome,
yeah.
You understand? Then we came in, an average team. Then we changed that average team into something. It wasn't easy. Akesi became one of the famous players because there was an FA Cup. And I told Coach, we can't experiment anyway. Let's use the FA Cup. We lost that game against Royal Atletico, but it discovered 2 young players. That became an integral part of Olympics throughout our time. Akesi and Efriye were the youngest players who became. So there are times people you feel you cannot trust, you give them a game. Sometimes even not in a friendly game. Give them a big game. And someone register no or can 30-man squad no incident and I want to me register no Bobby. So that is the game. So outcome is always on. It's always on us as people. I think so whatever is happening, let's all take it in good faith. Then we move the country forward. Ninjani said we need to re-describe the club and understand how the club is going. Yet here, I think so boy and Oak Seat, I think so last time we chose grievances. Obi be some question be, they speak naturally. Nobody coached them like go and say this after game. Who said that game was just after the match? But they decided, said, okay, they are not coming because they are not sharing goals. You understand? So players also did very well. Okay, bring them together. Let's all come to an agreement. Let's reassure them, say. And then there's a friendly match now, but they had that interaction. The whole idea is to give them the opportunity like Nanaka. It's something we should emulate all over the regions. Because empty stadium with empty seats, guarantee these kids, let them go. Let them go. Today they could talk about the Premier League anyhow. They could name 11. And I realized, it's spring up small at other places. We should encourage it.
Wow.
Let's start filling the stadium there. Ma yenche with the abrofo be SCC. I can say one abrofo on the be about innovation. We actually innovation no being copy.
That's it. Okay.
Yes, innovation no being copy. So if all the clubs could start that way, at least it give a certain number and a certain color. It give a certain number and a certain color. So you couldn't be part of the project. Now I can say, okay, that's me play Ghana football. But you supported it from day one. So we vibe into them. I think they did a good job yesterday. So Gini and other guys, I think they are doing some marvelous work. I'm always relaxing at home, and then I'm just monitoring. But Gini and the kids he takes them everywhere. He leads them everywhere. And I think the interaction was good with the players. And they all say, "Udi usabeka obi on who TV so." Especially Akola and some opportunities and Kola Nanya.
Now, I'm
yes, sir.
Coach Mboma. So Coach Mboma.
Great Olympics.
One of the good coaches or more Ghana. Yeah. Or more Juma. Or say Anopa with the OT. Yenchia Coach Mboma.
Coach Mboma.
OT Scoreboard.
Oh, okay. One
fine, good coach. Yenchia Anopa with
Port City. Nzo mutimu ya jina na so ne ade nyina.
Asiamah Olympics.
Yeah.
Say me the kan Olympics ba me kire say Port City team ya jina so nyina no. Ono ne se na Olympics okoye na say. Ada no jinsia bi o ye ne hu.
Oye juma nti enchia na no pawe.
Oye juma pa bi beba kra blasters kra benya no ho. Amisti. Okay. Coach Vicente Abiu Watenenka Abra Udikai ete the senior amisti. See noble. Still noble. Na Kwame Bensford and so no Watenenka and our betty coach and so enka. The other say this is what you don't know. Professor UK Wallace agudie klache watena se a chese ode bibia ba nsem no wabɔ no bɛdɛ na ode ba hey professor this year dear hwempa na professor ede abreyen o say Pablo you guys are live. Oh okay Bremen okay oh Minia Bremen Germany. Oh okay Bremen Germany. Oh okay I Samuel Asante madam for pa Samuel Asante or Bremen Germany. I no essay or live ho no matches enya gro kra na Abraham in cancer Aprigu Chakapama or say Asiamah the original Coach Ibrahim in cancer, popularly known as Aprigu Chakapama, or see great show. And also Sabon Zongo on Fajumedi way and Fendi Agrokra and Bright Senior, and also say Asempa Scoreboard crew, big ups and shout out to Spin Test. Yeah, and watch on ye pa Rex. Fanchene ko adwumadi we nso no mfandi agro kwa o say town near Kofi Kwei. Oh okay in Obom Domiabra constituency. Oh okay rest nyame nhira pa show no utie ne kama nti errors ne ade ne nyina na oh yeah nti Rex we brutal pa nti Rex enso eno no na mansana professor ebe wura mu no unim say Oko Koforidua and a week and a mano edi wamoda and a week Joel and a week and a mano edi wamoda game bino na dia to and a week and a mano edi wamoda pa na nya sam ketwa Koforidua na wildlife for omo bom homo dem pa omo ni NSC and we NYA and a Ghana tourism omo ka bom ye team baako MF from United team na omo team no omo ni police team police for man no e de boani e ko na wie na police for man no ahye omo e ka miensa ama omo ntimi ante omo ni immigration for man so kokosia ye e ma no so ne bo ma ka mienu ama omo ntimi ante mami biama jinamu kama na so ankosi aga Felix de be finimu ne Patricia ni mu nyina na Felix de no yo mu coach na Patricia ni mami biama mu jinamu na so ankosi aga o ma anye training nti o mu koye no ye hye o mu pa Professor UK Wallace agudie klache watena se this is what you don't know or the nyina eba
Professor EK Wallace.
Etino Professor Tenase, this is what you don't know. Yeah, ko na ya kosua de nipa ya de a osaye Professor Jumadi nam so ama tumpon nkrofo pe bebre abraboso anya sam keto akra. Professor good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Mpacho apomu te sen.
You what yasi bibia e kama.
Yeah, you asepa. Se wakra emu asande aba asundwe mu
na wankra ya hwan
ye fi ko ni ye fi ba oh
da ka ni catch na mfo bi se mu fa abodi dua
ya me na pra ho
no na pra me ho ye sadia wala se se me hwe ni papa dia ye sure se menya bi so ase na me hwe ni ekoso na etwa me ho hia no so a wan hwe a ebebu mabam one pache na but I'm intrinsically motivated one pache na me hye me ho kran ewo dwumedi bia medium na afia hwese ebitimi so
na sa ekonya ya
edia do so edia afofo so sia so asie ewo dwumedi a so edim tina no pe be der ade ase se ayana adom ne mu bu no ne penti ese pima na say more plethora of discussions am here say me dey ba na mafun sina ne ma esi ekwo say last week me start here on the independence presentation men we kra kakra bi pe na me dey ba last week no Ti me say bi ankene metime san bi once am go so ka say ne me instance be ka chebe no me 7 last week no so matwa so apart from that and so me nua Benedict Ochirebo an so Kufodua why production tin dia mame am say am for candidate ayi un team ho na so kan say dia ayi as my candidate my candidate but my son who another version bi so another development bi say sane kan o in other development my who say
those are a politician.
In other developments, no. Mamusa say, I say, send you can politicians, no. Looks like Omunya ya nkadede ayunko. But so much what I say, e dey good na show mo san no dey Omunya ya nko. Mati argument bi say o dey ayunfa so when nya o blasters on kranya sem keto. So I said am say blasters yi mo fanya hwe na so bi etime nya mfa so ho dey I think you have to protect ni pa ne fa so no na legacy amamudanche. Yeah, blast work up no can be any pan can be any baby kwakudu. Work up yet. Yes, and it can be a nipa and person nipa be can crinty. Yes, nipa so ne nipa and then when she say but work up a year corner where countries any mkogusha work up no and we say sitting your mom ya. You understand? A big scrap UEFA Champions League. Players ni big how many of our players apply mo trade UEFA Champions League team? You understand? All these things they are proud to air the World Cup preparation. You understand? We need tough league, we need competitive league and all ball. And some of the World Cup. What I say, also players nankro baba. What I say, be breed na prepare na honko ni aba. Tie van kwehwe. Intene sadia, I think that we have to see nya a different vision. Say be ade ko increase your records no kura. You understand? Tie ko increase your records no. Say it to train na yi. And let na say friend say ye ko kata na ye ka say ekoje. The Ministry of Youth and Sports at that time, the FA president, what they say, and Aban catches, so you could work up number. And I'm fat. And if you work up, you best in Cote d'Ivoire, and then you could want your quarter. And also, Nigeria for now, Yentimi and show me. What I say. Na e board draw the qualify ko work up Nigeria for common him omo traffic no omo de common him nti you very disadvantaged position but intimi nka. But I say, your situation is critical. Say, World Cup, say, never intend to 2 years from my the dwindling effect of our sports. No, ever send who be about Konechi. Blasters, they do. No man for crowd can blasters, semana and anything. You understand? Bye now. What to Tunya Makakana and they, I say, a Jinan and Nashua, a Fes and MSC cost. You know, a presentation on that and also meeting. Ediaba say no so come mehwe na me diaba na hwe sene Messi course bi so age contract but contract no I say omote so omote contract no so ye be disqualify ni na neutralize no I say I dey say baby am for age contract omonka but I say no omotutu mu ha ne atu mu but me dey ade ba ko esan me hin kakra ne am for selfish interest. Okay, you understand? There me ti argument no say onya fa so na say am 40 FA omo so nya fa so bebre am 40 FA omo nya fa so bebre am yes am another term kra ba omo guso ko en kanu so yen kan say the footballer apply the trade near for so be tian sa bo ma ne metian ko edi ama na aditi yen fa ne kan because go 40 me de bia meka say bia fence ye be ka say nye patriotic ne ho ko ne ba ye was sports minister no sports minister on say MP on the constituency. In all the offense gratuities, I don't really be a war. So we know Jimmy now on Fanche. I don't really be a Virginia. You understand? Every crab on my money through by Bacase, near Mancoso. We have heard about Nkofo Edioma Busha for your Monco for Christ and national team from political angle. So I say, I'm the Mushim. When I said, we are not from my own batch and into no a chrono, the any panny edge. Our son name is your course, but a DB is so a Chamason. I'm a Sanshim. If you say all time, you can't league now, all time. 11 best 11 for Ghana Premier League and also what I say now me research you na fencing me hwehwe nyeme mu no say I am number 4 players CBA nim and to the glorification of Jamua almost started some league, you know. So as a Senebeya, these are the records we need to tell them. Yes, unacquainted with history will forever remain a child. Or send a message also. But I go so proper and who say Unyanko Ponson. Can see what I say na. Uhe sana nema ECT a o nyameso o nyameso pa na mu se let be ase wo Nyankopon ahenie me ase ta let ne run through run through Nyankopon ahenie ni that particular let run through I was in Mexico and it is the letter G. Wow. The letter G. Run through Nyankopon ahenie ni dwumadi bia ye di bia minim sabi wa measure sade na wahwa. I say run through. Let's say run through first na nema ECT ye dwumadi a ye di ma na just say wow. Letter G. It's run through. What I say ye dwumadi a Nyankopon dwumadi a we di na anti I'm surprised say J is so crown say am for crown say Jesus crown am for canon Jesus. Okay. I'm saying J no kwa enka alphabet but interestingly o hwese na nema esi kwa sality enso ye letter ba kwa am say uko trust any ma hunu consistently e honum. Apart from that nso na me ka league na sem no na me san hwade bi nso say ye place ne ebe eyade ahun not ebia se bia obewo no keke ne watwam. Okay. Mbesa contribute towards the theory and the policies of the game ahead of time. So I say because me ready ne bia me hu say some few players bi ma FIFA dwendwen ne bi hu ma FIFA de hye ba me gidi pa say ebetua boa ma ne ma tia koyi de ama agudie no. So I say some very intriguing and very interesting facts be and I say suggestions be and also come out ye dwumadi a ye di mu and I think say obobo no na say we do anima we yes our contribution the transfer my European players in kwaya game no European mentality say game no initially start here na yen boot and no develop boots no what I say boss here boy my boss boy here boy we say na nema STCC here you see your boss so sim cast shishim when e bache na the speed no it me control no nkwa ba and affect sports bia o cycling your cycle or a bicycle so what I say it's middle wind no and it move from fiber mid fencing so ana ebo amaniama etia kwenti no omo the science ebe affect edwumadi a yedi no nti briefly ma menkom kakra wo ehihia eno so apie mu fa FIFA hihia wo de banim na omo say game no omo say betia ai fun okay ma omo first target offside fun omo say game no ani je betia sa bound omo first target pa na offside omo say west na is course na Asempa ana ode san hye sonko no enso etuensa baaye na omo say ohwese na niam sitie dia the millimeters of offside no omo say clear the beauty of goals offside no clear the beauty of goals bia ohwesa off goal so fair goal so tim say fair ntina omo hwese ombetia ye sakra betia saboa na Asempa hye no or see if any part of the attacker is still in line with the with the defender, it's onside. Okay. Now say you are only off if your whole body is past the line. Yeah, okay. What I say, I'm going to say line. Line offside. No. Very good. And the next idea, no, from Pierluigi Collina. Okay. Referee, no. Or say the penalty no a kick no and so a brutal on goalkeepers. Okay. Say penalty a brutal on goalkeepers. I say kayaka there say they are two say they are two nkwa goalkeeper nkwa against the 11 players on bobia kujina actually goalkeeper nkwa or some face you be 11 mako nkwa so na patch no say a brutal on them. Until we have some nema AC koso na ɔse ohwema instead of sa chaos rounds no say omeki no say nke short only on e pache no nti ni ono so de buy instead of the chaos robots no say omeki no short only until you score on osha I say na say a great afi o mesen so a then you play on they say
no rebound
well say a push shot na say puaba now say no they say osha fine one chance so what I say we say na easy course na
you're listening to the only nomenclature with the
I say you misplay once to us o miss play na no second chances I was saying my easy course me movie as a brutal already a brutal on air goalkeepers on the academic discourse a course was sports in him high brains the third idea near Thierry Henry also say we say Messi course or say referees no should face the media
only two man
see any to two man game no who say what I say infringement you are na oje na nchechi mfanchene what's that man for adwene pa professor team komo na what I say
obo game ni bi
no chese obo game ni
when the people start speaking we are going to correct some of the errors
what I say just game no what I say referees no they should face the media after the game until we have a press conference na so mo ho cheche na maybe ase kakra de chenkofo no mu but the fake na events maybe Ghana could have been the first to to adapt that but the referee as he shall be on be near there say no mama bobo ni be my candidate then offense week him one will be the chief Adeboyo in the bay photo brem say papa naka baby or a FIFA to calf a technical starter in Nigeria ni what I say now sports no more develop na any addition so no dey shema boa mania metua ku enya sam ketwa ba enkrofo yi e dey tell me o mene game na nkasa no emfa so nko ana e dey ehwehwe o sene Mexico so just referees no dey mumra press conference ni bi hospital is a big course until less conspiracy talk more transparency and so betia saba and the last one no Gerald Piqué also the aba or see if a match ends 0-0 no points for either team. So match and this 0-0 when I say me 5 points as I 1 point and 0-0 but that's no point for either team. What I say no point for either team if it is 1-1 one patch and that's what can say only real wins ends real rewards. That's what can say real wins and end the real rewards when we need what I say then points beside the count the mission for so teams to attack. I say the mission of it is for some who say team about defenses or say per se more attack or be or call out a be in the Mexico so or more fast as shares on 18 Samra not more parking the bus for the boring draw draw from boring you try to get back or draw now the coffee I say net was saying what I say minim utia obetia ba page no so na all the comment aba any of the rules I for say implementing a quick wetia boa no obetia dia ba you understand and we are fast FIFA is thinking about some of these new inventions obetia dia beboa emaniama etia koyi ediama ye wen hihya hodo a yegusu edimu nti nibiri sem kese pa ne ye kanisa no na mame nkoleta je ne so na fi me hwe se etia ye dwuma hakra ha no a
this is what you don't
I go ko man mu se no as a letter je no I osura himemu letter ti hwe god eni ni dwuma dia ogusu dia je no like for to say je to say je to say just na justice J na make one say
letter J ne di kan
what I say minim I verb ne J ti we say Mexico so I'm say jogging
jogging or jumping
for the letter J na always na asatensity e wo mu a ehu you kwetweli amponyankopon say am for say Almighty God Jehovah amisi minim so hu I say J ran it through heavily things only but Almighty God Jehovah on for me crack
Jehovah Witness
and I know J so on channel now also be my Almighty Jehovah now is called Jesus.
Okay.
So ne channel to say J no esan ran it through Jesus so ne papa say Yesu be fa any pa kwa de to no so e ba asase so ono so ba no be fa ne papa Joseph.
Hey.
Ti we say na ma esi kwa na say J no run it through. Oba na say everybody in this world needs an introduction. Ti Jesus Christ by no na aye owura bi offense John the Baptist enso ho ono so J on the boy Yesu na ani bi free soro na buburu etiam kan say we ne me doba so many Pentecost form say oyi ne me doba so many oyi ne me doba so many Yesu nyame ba kojo dem Yohane bonesu ebubu free soro by ani bi free soro etiam kan say oyi ne me doba so
ja oba katis
oyi ne me doba so many oyi ne me doba so many inti John the Baptist so e by J na John the Baptist adwuma na osaye ni nyina no what say yewo eye river and cobra yewo tano ne ade John the Baptist esa akobo Yesu Jordan mu what say rivers ni na e man say those days in river na ne ade anko bia Jordan mu na kobo nti je no very significant e was say ma esi koso hwe mu ne se na ne ma esi kwa otim se je no ewo a lot of significance. Na ukuma sanhwema na say Yesu ni nuanom esa ye James and John. What I say I'm so Jena na Yesu sase so ne adwuma no osan ko Jerusalem eno so ye what I say ko kanya me asem kakra wo Jerusalem ho na ne ehu pa ne say oguso ebo ne dwumadi a osan ye yi na nipa oyi ne ma ne fa ne Judas ono so ye je so say nipa oyi ne ma no nti je no say o lai mu ya na wahwe ne pa Judas na esan Yesu ma e wo ne dwumadi a wo say edi nyina na ni na mu no o kan trosem ne adwuma ye die ni all the other books na yesan wo bibia esa twen eno ya temuda which is judgment
anu si eje
it no looks like J wo fence a lot of significance e wo fence your religious line him and Ghana crowd samba mu hwese na Mexico so your president so e de John Dramani Mahama so ne va chani J die obi abo mu J bia no give it a second look
Udi James no
Udi James Asiamah Sufian pam ntino J die kakra no so no
ya da se pa
J die kakra no so me dia be kan no so ne va chere ha ti ne ehwe se na nema esi ekọ chicha hodo a eno so PPM se na be a obia so ebetimi I very certain e won chicha ye de urban ntino we that was just by the way so me a plethora of very interesting things me dia gu nkrata so a me bọ mu nkoma obedwane e was na nema esi ekọ chicha ye de urban mu na me san hwe se mi kum ewo nanon koma yedie no ewo independence sports ho shisha me de buy ni ma na say ewo dwuma biri na so I say this is what you don't know and me say dey ba say bia man for between say hu shishe na this is what you don't know me say to aso a makacho de da say man for adwin say ye proposition na say edi bra ewo sports no bi fe say sa na say normal Mr. said no, there's something that is wrong. But sometimes we qualify, sometimes we fail, sometimes we win medals, and sometimes also you buy a home empty-handed. In fashion, and fama. Na me call the historical antecedent of Ghana sports carefully, and me discover some surprising activities via it and course of Boma Nyama 18 Koye. Into Ghana near dominate. During the 60s and then the early 70s, Ghana had one of the most structured air sports development system in Africa. To be beside say, it's a day we buy. So I say, this is not happening by accident. happened by a pragmatic measures and for the Guaquemu and a boa and maybe do some pempensui. It was a result of a deliberate air national policy introduced here during the administration of Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana. And he the national sports air strategy from 1961 to 1966 and Ghana built a national air sports pipeline. And sports was treated like a national league system. The talent was identified from air primary schools, secondary schools, military, and sports air service, civil service institutions acting like development academies. Athletes were not left out on their own. And make a kumase Senan Kumono is your koyo omo intercona omo de boss no na any jepa. But then I say action no kwakudi kumase nko. But first no time no the action Eastern 4 Western 4 Central and the crowd social media na ba no. Cause I didn't kwakudi kumase nko.
Who we knew I mean I say your time Aziz are winning a greater Accra. We knew who Abeshia Aziz. Who Beshia Wemu. Who Beshia ni pa bebre.
Yeah. Inti problem kakra so ne pache inti that time no primary schools no secondary schools no private school kwa you open go spiritual kwa na ye kakra ye ko ne L4 na private school ne etene ho de by ne L4 no e ko ya say madam for Gilbert Asante so I say no 200 meters mile wow so I say oba no the fencing beggar dada buy beggar per food ya mano go to side 2 for boys na bo adwe the best school no since primary can dance on my best school but I say Gilbert 2 and 2 but I say Gilbert save Pentecost Gilbert save Pentecost o tu no banachi what I say even at that time Pentecost British school crowd na enye betesa na military no ho military na mu a ye nyina besu ajama military ni police form na shi jama pa ewi ase fa na Ghana military omo shi jama bruta zamna abele o zamna na no activities na bua ma niam atime ko sisa games na zamna abele o zamna I'm so one to jama ho beto jama pa enye so ne nye kra the police service civil servant institutions what I say near Gata ladies na mo bobo Ghana I say Gata ladies adwa bayo mo Gata ladies one near PNT ladies na budget fuwa what I say mo bobo akese Nkrumah what I say friend saying 100 meters guy Clement Ajimamo Seps ne ono mu fifi tina sademo ina ego and expect say Ghana be Olympic games nya kwajime da ba so I say and na go as a result of friend saying yenye deliberate be about it meaning one lady bia or yade pa within a certain regime na lady epe immigration mo kra opanyi bi sa ya say isan say get na disrespect no say o ma get na enye de enko oni minister no collaborate ya mama get na ankoda nti ne bu obua say get na farming oya yi dua pa no abrobe ewo efense we ni ba chire ho ba bi so I say abrobe so ne pa che no mate nora no small girl Kumasi girl Nora no 200 meters no Nora no so contemplate no person jai American too because o person connecting na wan hwa na wan tian fan connecting na Nora mi so hwe no me granting interview na masan de futu aye de Asiamah no so I say because so hwe era we pa say Nora concentration na esen na so betian she but so bit me transfer say we want Ghana to get here into no so sacrifice na onya way no san fambo Ghana but obi anya sacrifice ni fam Nora empa nursing wuchim okay fine and sadia and e be hwe e be boa sua AI nko what I say na ye training na didi na G gold medal from Ghana Olympic Games.
Don't kill your talent.
So that you don't want to be nursing now. Sit back now and regret it. Now, if some motivate other AFN saying, young ladies almost saba. Because guess now, I was on a 10 cities in almost right. With our phone, please, can you ask for a favor? Can I ask for a favor? What I say? Mommy and Bobra.
How are you? Reply.
Yes, mom. How are you? I wouldn't say next one and say, can I ask you a favor? Go reply. It just on here. You say, was there the kind message in the phone? And take it. I say, what will be back and walk careful? You know who messages are kind. So I know I talk. Won't be there. Into what you want to send no message about who still me. Because I'm quite so banner. I will only be what I say, a kind of man tatis. The sense of no more no man tatis on from Bubema because ya. Obia betting the diary. Romance come. I will know. I will only be. Oji man. What I say, no, sir, edgy. It's first institutions say Brazil. One of the institutions almost said Okruma and nursing. In Colabica kids be almost nurse for what could do an hour in nursing. And then I saw her nursing in a friend of your school. Why do they put on? And you see that the nurses students who have also not taken it upon themselves say a bit changing narrative, no? And almost yes, sir. There are a lot of institutions. I'm for Bomudin. But nursing, yeah, is it a gentry? I cry. Hold on, another person who jai athletics no co. So ne pachena. Aye, we go hospital. What I say, he be phone lines see any a month for experiences near my encounter or hospitals are sad. Oh, sad. But Florence Nightingale or the nursing by no. What I say, hospitality. People should have a calling cry. Yeah. What I say, during interviews, the process near the before nursing, and see who say, oh, what to make this demonstrative trade be a chess, or sa calling, no. And yes, be a profession. Oh, you can say a cast nursing to OBB, oh, but on your nurse or ton rig online. Oh, one about your ton rig or online. What I say, oh, put it through more expensive social media and to know on to me day. And shall be a real the whole near, but I had the man. What I say, maybe who nurse near. What I say. You come go for dia. Who knows near? I would say, oh, dear Bobby. What I say, patient in Hannah Green. I'm finished the idea. Oh, sorry, now, didn't go come media. But I say, only a badaye. So I say, only Satimano. Yeah, man, who an interaction between show be so. Oh, not one year to make us name is Rumuja. You understand? Why isn't waiting who come out? By your uncle form, of course, she will be. Because what I say, this wa baby, hobby. And I never mean you be a hobby. And I be only a bit fear the Baba Consucon, my man for soon soon call. What I say, I also call never
salary for survivor.
For survivor.
So survivor mood is activated.
Inti Ubu, few times share nurse at the sergeant, you know, as a corporal nursing. And one shares on cocos Bianca on your tree. Son of Patchen, you couldn't pay more now. And I think that the institution to take it upon themselves. And so professional kwabuchira me sure am wabuchi tie no enim say one of the professional kwabuchira edimu esan discard between sabra obi a caregiver wabuchi obi a nurse. Because in America when him say one patient be to 10 nurses. You understand? But how bad they are and this go for a professional. But a very wonderful Florence Nightingale did sign shares on Kunaban one with the buy. Until there were civil services institutions and almost your person. These institutions acted like development academies. Athletes were also left on were not left on their own. What I say, they had government salary structured air training camp offense and camps and normal national air competitions systems were created a continuous air talent air pipeline. Now a grown crop from the grassroots. What I say, international level. The golden era no because of the systems that Ghana once upon a time. Africa's strongest exporting nation because of systems and there to do. Over boxing man, you produce world champions. They say Azuma Nelson, Ike Bazooka Kotemo, Joshua Klotemo, Omu dominance no. Started earlier. Between 1957, Ghana and the late 70s, no, Ghana produced more international ranked air boxers than many of the African countries, no, combined. African countries in Abuma, Ghana, young boxing produced more. You show some many penny a Asma ATM. For trouble for Yamia Duma, me pay the Baba, or the kind of book no as I'm for 14 cents. Yes, Chris, I'm peck I can kind. We'll send you a message. I want to work a crabby more than 10 lines. About was almost on kind. Oh, can you check on kai kura. Kai, yeah. As I say, Hana do prof Hana be dino. This is why Accra, what I say, and then the Namsuma Accra became globally known as the boxing air factory. Football supremacy. Ghana football also became a continental powerhouse. What I said, the national team, the Ghana national football team, won African Cup of Nations among for back 1963, 1965, 1978, 1982. Clubs in Sekotoko and it has were strong among teams or more continents. So, yeah, athletes, any Olympic medals. Now, no, share, but could be a some ketwa. Baton change, you know. Then some ketwa red, gold, green, Ghana athletes, you know. But I say in those days, so Aziz Zakarimu,
we are back. I think 1968. That team that won in Jamaica.
Very good, Jamaica.
That topic 5 years ago.
Yeah, very good. Number 4 him. I hear mu. Mike, I hear one.
Ghana is in lane 8.
Lane 8. Your boy when you cry ha.
And we won that race.
Challenge us oh.
Come.
Yes, was he 60 69.
Yeah.
Crab in 79 retirement in Econo. What I say? Retirement in Econo.
Retirement today, I called it 60.
What I say? Maybe yeah, change your best ticket into the room. You found 70. I break a crowd from the silence. What I say, in the strongest team on the continent, athletes and Olympic medals. Ghana was also competitive in athletics. In 1960 Summer Olympics in Rome, Ghana won a silver medal in the 4x100 meters relay. Later at the 1972 Summer Olympics in Munich, Ghana won a bronze medal in boxing. These results were not accidents. And you said, in tombs.
Not in tombs.
These results were not in tombs. They were the outcome of structured air sports investments. The turning point in 1966, then something happened in 1966. The government of Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown in 1966, and after Ghana coup d'etat ebaso. After that political change, many of the national air sports systems began to weaken. The military and civil service sports structures gradually declined. Sports funding became inconsistent. Sikani demand for sebenyado. Edi sports marketing ebe na no woman about table tennis Kunkuma time na about table tennis. Oh go so ti ase. I know the birthday. I'm say one of the sports nights. Me interview no. I say old age about table tennis na ni kan ke. But I say I know obok do na dwa I know agene bi e kakra bi na say about table tennis na say
I interview.
I'm interview na adwo bi. No the birthday. Na e friend no. Do you understand? Intina and yes, ya tutu nyama and unya kwan otutu kwan bebre okaka ndisa watu o share my Tyson winner. But I say when they visited Ghana, so any woman which na very athletic because of fencing, table tennis. The sports funding a inconsistent national pipeline slowly collapse here. Instead of a structured air sports league of talent development, Ghana moved to a survival model. You see, model like say minim say those days no say o to cassette be she tape ma play. What I say, but unya wo na nwom ne o da, say mia fencing. Umia bi one say no assign pause. So we say cassette na kam sa. Na say entian sam bo beti na. See say you know abubo cassette na suma. Well, sana say Ghana you yes say cassette no. But abubo cassette na suma no wan kakra ansa na abubo. A pen. The one say who the shape Viviana.
Do you see head now?
Spirit. Now they are share I see and they personal fee a book a cry. Then sign we are boy Viviana. Hey, Ghana no. Ghana a move from survival model no. Where individual talent had to fight their way up. Individuals. Until started Azuma Nelson. Revival. In the 80s, no? Remarkable air boxing emerged. The name Azuma Nelson became a 3-time air world boxing champion, putting Ghana back on the global air sporting map. But there is what many people do not realize. Azuma Nelson was not a product of strong national system. Okay. What I say? And you say be a system na e dey Azuma buy. Azuma ensino matonku be nyina na ade nyina da. What I say ono one self. What I say ono one na they say ni aya say individuals say money break kakra obo betenya sponsors kakra na aboa. Na no bodybuilders bi ba ha. What I say? So upia dade ni wi a. Ken dade ni wi a. Na say say tinkrenti na ekomi. Ti bodybuilders no so utimi nyan kan dokunu ni bia dan for me. I saw the protein more no on a buana body ni hye no na ukọ international we tun san kire obobre no afi de ohese na Mexico so body na
12x for breakfast bodybuilder. Why the best me out 12x.
I body na banku body. That's banku. Into night club me kwa say for night club body bouncers no ba ko friend banku dade na so di no banku dade banku banku ba banku kwa boss nti already yesu nti zena nipa na bono kra no meet international standards no what I say oboama wo hwe nipa no form na I say fan dokru hwane ha uzo hwane wa baby a uyi abana uzo baby a opja ne to no uzo ono hwe ni wo ana fan dokru ze ti package ne style bi wo hwe no obeyi dokru na to we kete na aka sana bodybuilder se a package o mo na krom adenti ana se ban sa to produce a raw talent and then personal determination.
You're listening.
The lesson is history shows us is simple. Ghana has structured a sports development system. You produce champions consistently. When the system weakened, our results became inconsistent. Sports success is not luck. It is structure, investment, and long-term planning. Now, obviously, in Mexico, so the next we are asking why Ghana is not dominating now. To say besides I didn't Ghana dominating sports like before. Remember something important. The problem is not the Ghana lack talent. In Maka, then come the fence agent be ba. No say Ghana talent crowd Cote d'Ivoire ne Mali ne Cameroon ne their talent we nyasem keto kra. Tenye say bia you need talent in you. Your talent ne kama. But talent no obesi den polish it. And it say one of the girls ladies no say I didn't combine addition any system no in favor. Yeah. But I say obi kran so me senior bi I think one of the foremost young lecturers Ghana nya friend Professor Michael Boensi now or Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. No boko to kwana 20. When I say obobo ankasa but when you no sin dey be me fa dey serious. Yeah. Ko time o dey o take o dey training ni adade no. Emfa yen synchronize your system no so properly. Se be tumpo a inya aban, inya opinion leaders. E wo san hihye mu na etimi de san hihye ni timi tudwa yie. Me kan say immediately I dey free SHS ni buy no so. Sa talents na na form every school ba no. Unze kuma say this time sports na dey. Sa talents na headmaster for ni adade timi recognize on. Say so mutimi de omu remu. But system ni computerization. Computerization ya hwe kwan kwa betia fa so. E dey san kwala no so e dey. Etia be shem. Ko level school omo boma sports ni dey. Ye culture no. So things should be done in our way. No ne pacha model no na boa mania matia kwedi amanti problem no is that sports development pipeline no once produce champions no has been fully rebuilt, and that is what many people don't know. If you want uhwese na ma ese koso metia sa kom uhwese na Mexico so e betia add a 3 powerful extra segment their cancer presentation e the amount. Why Ghana produce more elite boxers per capita than Nigeria and South Africa? How the military sports system created national champions? How Ghana could rebuild a world-class air sports system within 10 years? Njama for because suggestion says Ghana can support a World Cup. Uko can be a problem because he and say penny. 10 years na bebre nso e den eko ejefu. What I say toto ta ega meti ke shike ejefu. Yeah. Inti no resa na nema ezitia. Ejefu. O diskana dwane toto ta apayo. Mena bacha inti sa ukase 10 years na ye mu bi bebre empene. So ne bacha na empene say yentwen na emphasis kan e bo say ko World Cup. Obi ko bar kwa na se bi betu no ope. Eno ano ko World Cup by. Wo ne bacha but in your 10 years air sports system, a bit of money, those additions will make the fencing even more explosive and eye-opening. ɛwɔ dwumadi a yɛgu so edi but wohwɛ mu a yɛmfa ani ɛngye ho yɛnwura mu yie ɛmboa ma nneɛma ntimi ntoto yie ɛmfa ma nhyehyɛ a yɛde ɛba no ana adeɛ kye adeɛ sa no asɛ braa na yɛdeɛ yɛgu so ɛbrɛ braa na yɛbrɛ braa na yɛbrɛ braa na yɛbrɛ nneɛma nkɔ yie mfa ma yɛdwumadi a yɛgu so edi nti sɛ nneɛma pɛ sɛ nneɛma kɔ yie ma a we should have a plan. And I mean, I'm not adwene. We should have a plan. What I say, we should have a plan. Now, plan on so you say be a fufro. Yeah, be da. What I say, they make it kind na be da. I was son nema AC koso you dwumadi a yegu so edimu. Ukoma Ghana this moment no monumental. The country no had gained independence only 3 years earlier. Yet uhemwa Ghanaian athletes almost standing proudly on the Olympic podium among the best air fighters in the world. What I say, success did not stop there. 2 years later, in November 1962, Ghana sent a strong team of to the 1962 British Empire and Commonwealth Air Games in Perth, Australia. Once again, the result was impressive. Both Eddie Blay and Clement Cote won air gold medals at Ghana. The way confirmed say many observers were beginning to notice Ghana had become one of the strongest amateur boxing nations in the world. Eddie Blay continued on his success now when representing Ghana again in 1964 Summer Olympic Games in Tokyo. There he won air bronze medal, adding another Olympic achievement to Ghana's air sporting record. Meanwhile, Ghanaian boxers were also making waves in their professional boxing. One of them was highly respected featherweight offensive Floyd Robertson. Minim sama for Kaina. Floyd Robertson. Mafo brina because en ka ba ko san kola nhwe ni ma ne na prof hwen. There's a Floyd Robertson. He won Air Commonwealth featherweight title in 1963 and later challenged for the World Air Featherweight Air Championship in 1971. Against a Mexican champion, friend Vicente Sadiva. Vicente Sadiva. Another Ghanaian boxer, also competing international, was Abranti. One friend said, Sumo Kwakualoti. When I say, yeah, Sumo Kwa, me sure say a Kwasmati. When him friend said Sumo Kwakuality. When I say, who fought a professional during the late 80s? Then you examine the generation carefully. You notice a pattern. Clement Cote, Eddie Blay, Fred Robertson, Sumo Kwakuality. These were not air fighters who dominated only locally. They were competing on the global stage. Some were winning Olympic medals. Others were fighting for air world titles. But this raises an important question. What made the era so successful? Someone pemper Sunday and the money is so successful. What I say, the answer lies in the sports system Ghana built after independence. Under President Kwame Nkrumah, sports was treated as an important tool of national identity, diplomacy, and development. Sports was not seen as entertainment alone. It was seen as nation building. To implement this vision, the government relied on sports administrators like Ohinijan.
Wow.
Sports administration is a problem. Who became the director of sports? Ohinijan introduced structured air sports development policies across the country. He helped establish organized national teams, supported youth sports. Now Ohinijan is your Phoebe. I want someone more baby. If you have a fair, see blasters no to make a campo. Say, Bear, Nkofon had team no.
To control.
No, to make control. Yeah. Since that time, no, you can't scan if you are necessary if you in a boss of power. And they will be a CV peche or no quan in money did you. When I say no quan, I'm about crab go about Udia Bicyca. What I say, developed and expanded international air competition, opportunities for Air Ghana athletes. Between the 1961 and 1966, Ghana experienced that many historians described as the greatest air sports investment period in the country's history. Government-funded training programs, international tours, and then modern coaching education. So they
were in line with whatever the world coaches were
very
doing.
Good. You understand?
But now we are not in line. Competing, so some no very lectures. And I mean, Trevor did never beat me World Cup.
Into so many years, I finished airlines is But the government funded training programs, international tours, and then modern air coaching education. Athletes were recruited into the military, police, and then civil servants, allowing them to train while maintaining a stable employment. This created a structured sports ecosystem. It was structured. And the same vision also transformed air football in 1961. The government sent a young air coach named Charles Kumijemfi to Brazil to study football. He studied air coaching methods and football philosophy while observing the technique of the Brazilian game.
CK
Jemfi. Me say, abandon the choir no. One ko study air methods no. Study methods no. And a football philosophy no. While observing the techniques of the Brazilian game.
Okay.
Entiano because say first say yakofa football DNA ya home book. What I say na UK for the I structure near the aba. Omne ko CK Jemfi penso yakofa Brazil near the ba kruma. Are we not confused because we do not have proper research? A team am betin put two proper things together na me I make a decision a betin afemu e pese no. You understand? Yeah. Yeah, go for UK for the no go for DNA. DNA no say implement you. On the back again. On the back again DNA football DNA be anya adwuma. Na football DNA afeni airlines is e. Edi DNA Hong Kong mobile ne. Afeni airlines is e. Yes you call work up yeah. Oh Jesus Christ.
Na say we ntina na believe your friend Ghana Brazil na yes.
Brazil because of such for the CK Jemfi e call Brazil e ma ne cost D. Because he studied football, he studied coaching methods. Okay. And just coaching methods. And a football philosophy. Whilst I observe the techniques of the Brazilian game. Okay. Brazil at that time was the most exciting air football nation in the world. They had just won the 1962 FIFA World Cup with the legendary players such as Pele. What I say? When Kumi Jemfi returned to Ghana, he introduced a style of play that emphasized air skills. In Ghana, in Brazil, emphasizes skills, creativity, and a so crano, fair.
Okay.
Apart from creativity, Send America for canon, creativity, whenever, and a fair flair. Any attacking football in Ghana, results was immediate. In 1963, Ghana won the 1963 African Cup of Nations in Accra. Yeah, Charles Kumijemfi it was immediate. In 1965, Ghana defended the title by winning the 1965 African Cup of Nations in Tunisia. During that era, Ghana national football team became known as the Brazil of Africa. Independent presentation, but unfortunately, this powerful sports system began to weaken after the 1966 military coup d'etat that overthrew Kwame Nkrumah government priorities changed. Funding declined. Sports structures that had been carefully built began to deteriorate. By the late 70s, Ghana once dominated air boxing system has significantly weakened. Many talented air fighters turned professional early without a strong amateurs air fence and support structure. Training infrastructure is declining. Administrative instability affected air sports federations. Me a football changer. Say, oh, there be me a tactics changer. Football nim. Administrative instability affected sports air federations as a result. Ghana's air global boxing influence gradually declined. Yet the story did not end there. Decades later, Ghanaian air boxers would rise again through one extraordinary champion. Asiamah Nelson, what I say, Professor Asiamah Nelson became Africa's greatest air boxing champion. He won the WBC featherweight title in 1984 and later the WBC air super featherweight title. And defended multiple times during the 1980s and then the early 90s. Asiamah de, I'm two chairman and say, Osanko boxing course, and you send life.
Okay.
When I say, his achievements reminded the world once again that Ghanaian fighters possess exceptional nature or natural air talents. Today, Ghana still has the talent to produce a world-class athletes. The success of Ghanaian boxers and footballers across the world proves that, but history teaches us something important. Talent alone is never enough. Say you got talent you be out. When I say defense you unai kra na say you straight team you kra. Where say that defense and so now a chache na say the straight team. I say obo defense pa. I say me that them. You be ko dam abrewana say otimi straight team no. But enye no kwa talent alone no enye enough. What I say you name ebrewa obetia den aye dia ka talent no. In the golden era of Ghana sports, no, succeeded because of vision, planning, investment, and I feel so experts. Olympic medals, Commonwealth champions, African Air Cup of Nations victories, world title air contenders, all achieved by a young air nation that had only recently gained independence. So when we talk about the future of Ghana sports today, perhaps the most important lessons in this, say, the blueprint already exists. Ghana has done it before. The real question is whether we still have the discipline, the organization, and national vision to do it again. Yeguso ana. James, Yeguso.
We want the fire service approach.
Tough
on Ghana's independence, I'm a day some come about. Into Kukuma, Hessan and Yama Asia Qua. Utim say you are sembone po. What I say you are sembone po. And so you call World Cup. Ana American Canada you go chuma ba.
Say kwa ya de pa.
World Cup koja ba on. Obi ase okoji ntie so okoji ana say okoji ankasa.
Ye budget no kura kire say okoji. What is the 13? Say ya could see final. AJ 13.7, you know.
So all the budgets are looking at them. Africa can do the authors.
So do we still have the discipline, the organization, and national vision to do it again? I know pay maximum maybe no. I know pay maximum maybe do we still have the vision? Oh, I between the IS and she now Boama near my tia Quid Yamana. Yes, Adia. Where's an Yama Asia Conodian? You were Jumaye. But I say, yeah, it was Jumaye. Pa, then me catch it was a boxing. The fighting culture. Oh, starting in now Bakosem. The coastal communities of Ebukum, Accra, they became the epic center of boxing. Reasons they say dense population of fishermen. Oh, okay. Any air fencing, dock workers, strong air fencing, street air fighting, any wrestling tradition. Bukum.
Okay.
Young men were trained in informal airboxing rings. This environment produced generations of fighters. Some later would later on by world air champions and on from the same area. In the talents in the Gusu and fishermen feet Bukumo. Mugusu. So ne bachena Mugusu a boy Juma Emania Matian Kuye de Mom. A Benson Togo Baba, BT Baba, a former GOC president, fire service man. Those days no more fire service for. So I say, fast sports athlete, I'm here fire service, I'm boy Juma, and no can a be administrator craft you. You understand? A be administrator, Eddie Fihonum. Oh, international exposure, Ghana boxers frequently they fought abroad in UK and Europe. What I say, British airboxing recruited, more recruitment allow Ghanaian boxers to gain experience and ranking, and they sign bilateral agreements, no. Oh, yes, sign na. Betia Boama, 8 to Kana, bosses be brio, Konya Vesa. No, what Tabuko man, bro, for your saying, Okachi Bruni. So I say, I also co interview. 2 and fast bilateral agreements in you are, or better, I explore. I say, Obedi Aqua explore, Debaqua, Ghana man penny ban maybe it's or we be a Mabukumba Kuban or the Homoko tour. Near the idea, and tis boys no more life serious, so opportunity to Manana, a bit yielding. What I say, a bit yielding, I boot lapia, so never. Oh, into Kuma eventually you will need a world titles, 2 fencing weight division, and you bear the global legend. Statistical dominance 1958 to 1978. During the period, Ghana produced multiple Commonwealth champions, numerous African champions, several world rank fighters. At certain times in the 1960s, Accra reportedly had over 40 active boxing gyms. Accra in the 1960s.
Say I find.
Remarkable number of city fencing of its size. Compared with Nigeria, South Africa and Kenya, Ghana had a higher concentration of competitive boxers per capita. The decline after the 1966 coup, the 1966 Ghana coup d'etat with removal in Kromano, disrupted the national air sports system. The central organization of sports collapsed and funding structure disappeared.
Oh, and
it disappeared. It disappeared.
Kutuka ni every far higher.
Why man? Kutuka ni every far higher.
No man go to Nkroman.
Yeah, but actually Nkofon so buy. And committing our podu fencing. Yamapana ne odo. Na boa. Ema ni amati akwa di amai. So because football were among the top 3 in Africa simultaneously. Ghana football were among the top 3 between 1963 1978. Ghana's national team, boxing, athletics and football were among the top 3 in Africa simultaneously. The system behind air success is something most Ghanaians today have never heard about. Okay. If you are interested, what I say, Metin explaining on and on and on and on and on and on. And we Ghana birthday intina me de sankomo ye den e de kaka nkofo ye wa adwuma ye so ase se pese ye man ni tumpu a ye wa adwuma ye
pesa we de wa man pani bi otina na adwamu ewra ho pa
ye wa adwuma ye nti first ebra pani ko asma dem so listening to you guys just wondering when this program going to get its due recognition for its invaluable service to Ghanaian society. Long overdue. God bless you all. Yeah, we have popularly known. He was popularly known as Love Alute. He was the first to fight for a world title. He fought the champ Flash Elode in the Philippines for the WBA Super Featherweight title on November 16, 1963. Into page 25 of Celebration of Our World Champion, Volume 3, published in 2019. Sankumui. Asma say me bo me tuna make for the confirmation
evidence based.
When I say Asma o tete generation say o generational journalist generation bia o hu bi da at ye dey and this ankomo ye tua sa ba na wasa twere bu fufuro e wo sena niam esi ekoso nti adwuma de bebre na ana e wo ho a e de ma ye ba me fancy a
na yembe phone
lines kakra nti apregu check up and I'm listening to you. Give us more, Prof. You have a wonderful voice. Oh, okay.
Wonderful voice. Okay. It's a wonderful voice.
Akwana yama mekwando nyomto.
Entinu betimi afre na onso wa be kire wa adwen professor kire pa. Ye we dey more the 03022165545 03022165546. Hello, Dini sana akasa free infa.
Asiamah International.
Hey, minipa na pomu to say.
Pauli, Western North Baby. Asiamah.
Yes, I.
Go abaso. I say living the truth. We catch you say. But media na aba na prof wa fawo no. We no sua de na be ko wani. Eno na obuso no. Fire ni na usua de ma unse se wo ko wani pa. Wo ye de enya me catch ra o minia no wa woni dada.
Me da say.
Asiamah.
Yes, I.
Prof there me say we dey fahin the bia obenya time na wa kire ade o mo pia ne time sports night ye fan ko 6 o'clock ye be sua de prof yakopon kan ho no shouting na ko so an kire ye maburu na de ni sua de nsu mo dem bebre ye sua de wo nchen e di babla bo ma ni koyie ma ye na woni Asiamah woni de nti a o man ye bre ye o man sports ni ye bre ni de nti ma ye bre no so when in the I see the last this week in why when the I think say Zambia or say Gambia only the see actually omo you know they also this
I fake foot
and to say FIFA there be madam for bit I say pro for cast has say FIFA in kontom po enen trois and ko be Ghana and pay FIFA po football association abaso say omo discan yade Ghana Football Association almost from because the time I've seen the 14 years in Ghana or Ghana president, the team come home, Enya stadium, Papa, a bet to Morocco for Egypt for the I bet in your bobo. Let's say a bobo by now. You send proper plan. Yeah, the Magana Mabuna football. Even Kotokwane has a general Sokora and see a yet. No more future. It's Jomonaso. To say Ghana football no be say because of the info any plans can no much no money. So go basically team. So yes, you can hear. I bet now say. Yes, send the baby go mo wake up. Hey, wake up no right. Troto and me na me catch say wake up no group stage be pani abafi. Amamua since I mean the see group stage you look you be kura 1 point 2 point benya.
Okay.
Ghana yanko bo brebia me na me catch me pa wuli wake up ni ni free so yanko bo brebia ho ne ba go hye. Entwe be ne ba go hye no. Ye ninu ya woni yesere ye yam plan proper plan for my man future. Na kwala ne bre ne me wo anso ne ma ya ni timpitim kwa.
Yada se pa Pauli yada wase pa nti Pauli na wote ne kan we they na Pauli kan asem no president of Congolese Football Federation FECO foot no Jean Guy Blaise Mayolas ono na chese FIFA sika odema no COVID-19 fan no na chese on fan football ho bla ne sports no ne niema ho bla wo ho no no na se opani embezzlement or no was sika no nyina ne ade ama live imprisonment and ade ne sempani for den atopa anti the president of Congolese Football Federation Jean Guy Blaise Mayolas ono na ne ho akoka dwamu nti no sanity hello dini se na akasa free fa.
Hello, good morning. Your friend Christian, this way Cropon.
Oh, okay, Christian Cropon to sign.
Oh, Boko.
10 seconds, Yemko.
Coach Ale Nyamishramo, especially Wallace. Wallace, for trouble with Papa Yawa. Yeah, type, Wallace type, bear for Ghana.
Oh.
Yeah, football, no. Football, na it. Yeah, you TV. A football game. Yet it one na yeshe. Yeah, protect Ghana a shiny view. Why, Nyamish?
Oh, that's fine. Oh, Christian, why you need? Oh, man freshy. No so see the Fikaswa OTA live. It's a Barcelona. Enti man freshy. Hello, this is Anaka free info. Hello. Bacho jina yo. Cell phone no e shon sabe nkumu anade akonsa ni fan so hello dini se na aka se free fan Debbie yemfa foforo professor say ye fa course ni ye niema ni famu anesa nti Alhaji Nuru Bremensu on a can step
by Friday the name say Chiana Boano.
Yes.
Nti Abdul Salam Yakubu.
Yeah.
Be party kese pa East Legon New Villa ho.
Okay.
Say last year this year so be say Abdul Salam Yakubu.
Last year no so na nya agorokora.
Na nya sem keto akora nti ni am fo akom chensu so aye bia fine. Aye bia nya de bia na etimi ye de but aye bia so say no see na say dey am de break kura.
Hey, who you be? Professor Yebi.
Finish hard no crowd here. Me mo jimpa. I bompa pa. Say me na fo be na Muslims. Me na fo be na Muslims. Intino do satana solidarity. Intina me mo jimna ye bompa de mama. Tinuru Bremen so me sure say can step bebo ama chiwe nso ade. Ti omo hwe na omo manema 1822 ye fama yi na. Ti fantastic Sunday morning kuma can step. Okay. I only be match you and I knew women so you come to know your keke. But can't step no be match you and I so no batch and see and Alaji Abulami.
Yeah, Alaji Abulami.
Tema. Die hard kotoko fencing indigene. Also okay. Tema also you wish no back at the salad.
Yeah. So we know say Karim.
Where back a Karim. Where back a Karim. And it's not. There was a guest
Ramadan Karim.
I'm saying Ramadan Karim. Now, hey, and Ramadan Abibu na baba. And Ramadan, I'm saying, hey, Ramadan Karim.
Ramadan Karim.
There be a son of Ramadan Karim. So I'm to be a Ramadan Karim.
Hello, this is Araka Wale.
Wale.
Yes.
Wale. Mo abaso na mo mini anu sabaso. Odi afọ de mo bojuma.
Yeah, that's it.
me say Kosiata also Chia Wallace. Ghana Chris Bobby also Chia Wallace. And then also programming. Odiemu Asiamah Kofodia so die.
Oh, Asiamah.
So that for you now the radio not to and then today your one corner. And there are 288 Asempa FM, 3 Wallace. Any
Asiamah International.
Asiamah, yeah. Now Wallace, the person Busau. Ghana World Cup 2026, 2006.
Yeah.
ABC 2022 a call last one. The club is Fadiama Ghana. Then there. Wallace, we there. I tell them we saw. You must say 24. Sky the man few question the team wrestle. The shoe Yemi Abe market to go wrestle. Sky the man. I'm the heading. And now Oko Niger. I'm the wrestle. As I'm on go and go down hotel. I'm coaching our hotel. Not make sure more than dial team. I can't get our team. I'm a work up that. But then I go work up the 5 times in the Queen. In this Kenya, few work up the day. The fourth one addressing coach and I got food for whom the 4 was one for the same Ghana for as a Soreka. We become Ghana, the Kata. And yet, you better be a man Ghana for less and net before the other before we are. First, I need to Methodist Park. Zion Park,
yeah.
So that Roman Park, any Prison Park, Tech, any Calaway Park. You have to so fast for Ghana. The other of Ghana for to use the talent in the air. And never before the baby, or a bar, players to quality to a racer. The 24 to an away. What's the other bluff? Who na moto na moka? Ghana bluff pet. And this car, my CFN, the idea in Wallace.
Okay.
Now, that's Wallace wrong. Retro book. Na Ghana for you say, oh, well, Abante by ya. But Ghana football, but Ghana for and the football corner Wallace or body power. Or they are dealing money part being to the bra. Then a Ghana for Yama Wallace. That's really what the kind of FM. And I don't push a man for 10 things. If I sum Ghana, there was also some Ghana. Ghana under my okay. Ghana in your map. I now have to be a Ghana. Ghana for Unyas Ghana for the patrol. Or an open count. No more trading thing. That's my Ghana. Unyajiman should die.
Okay, Asiamah, and I attend in Kano. I also die. Now, no say Joseph Quest, and a wa Wunipa, teacher Quasiata. No so Munina 80. Teacher Quasiata, and a damn for Joseph Quest. No, your friend say Bobby.
Okay. Omuna
Kofodia, me and Nam for 4 pa, Munina see a teacher for.
Some papa teacher.
Oh, okay.
Team Minamfu na teacher for.
Okay. Referee Portia Opon. Referee Portia Opon.
Okay.
The first FIFA female referee.
Okay.
A beach soccer. Okay. You juma di enso mfendi agro.
On sutie pa.
Mfendi agro. Mini papa.
I say on me. Why?
I Portia Andrew. On Professor UK Wallace. Portia Opon. Okay. And that preparation na
anti ye besia na fensen ye de nchakese enso emma eye amafo mutie so I say nti New Town Zongo Rice New Town Zongo Rice babia Angola obia no mechia Angola so I say New Town Zongo Rice no de ede papa ewo sira niema esi TNT e chiaum so ana madam for method man one ne sister dede almost say ye kakra ba fie so you know mesre method man say on the sister dede omchichi omore na me adoma say ne obia you know ba beka but prophetess Benis Adakwa woman no ye powerful obompa basa hey mpaye what I say tons but the Bible say when you blast in tongues demons get confused. Prophetess Benis Adakwa too much. It's a fantastic morning and command so an empire bar ya mobo no support to ejuma no kemaniama etia kwe ma uzen ko futi coach Robert Saki of America
coach
afi yaw enso satellite on so tie yaw mini papa no Candy Love Coffee no so matwuma ono so say no tie kransa na me de meba na fe AG Madam for girl be friend AG we cook on medwane no pa but ono aduane ma meda
and I watch kra
so be AG will be AG so achia no na say a lot of guys omutien Benedict Ochireboa enzo okufodu anyame adoma say week ni kwenya bema ye bebom kakra na afama phone sina niema esi ekọ edema dwumadi ayedin and afi sax musician be friend sax and so huna so one of these days I have to perform before your sports game, especially boxing match. Friend sax boozer or no the trumpet and na or the bonium so and I feel Madam for Richmond Hagan so me chian baby will be a Richmond so you know
young fancy we the man you win so e be bo me pa we fie char Eddie.
Okay. Eddie
Edward.
Eddie otwa de fi so ne ma na no anse wa yi Eddie. Aye homo. Mini papa you say why mini papa but Eddie. Akola bia dem send papa Oscar. So ne ba che na akola bia dem send papa Oscar ba ya na ntisa. Enti yema no.
O say Dr. Mika or public health officer or public health officer health information district hospital Begro within a birthday kama you know wish no happy birthday Dr. Mika or public health officer health information district hospital Begro. Okay. Intina say body near yidi on vani agrokra begrodi say wo hono mo pa che say enya agrokra Mirabel na dede ato ono so obon ho modern a che say oba adwuma bia onimu ye Mirabel okay where you need to yegusu aye
achew opanyi so tie me opanyi tie me na Uncle Kwasma watch bufufo the latest and the freshest book in town what I say Mr. Wa the book no those days na man for the decoration to be for decoration what that be baby abekan we as na egusu dan na that be baby abekan ti nyame adoma me pe de beba na ene na bebo nkomo na one ache ne ewo sa homani
okay
it's here be see I'm the suffer ba
entino aha ena breba ma ye kwan na ye de asi scoreboard ya de BBAC Reverend Atike no mo omo ba e de nyamesem e de abre yen ba bia utie ye fie bia no ye da wase pa no tina devoted cat and locks Kanesi Presby Caleb obo adwuma pa no so no na otie bibia kama enso wo ho no mo ntino ye de si ote Professor Ike Wallace wote nenka a chese ode this is what you don't know no eba ye acha sanya sam ketwa kranti ye disi enwuma etwagu beautiful boy o say I'm okay on de la ranks it is suffer trance suffer ba intino ye disi Prophet set and I just say all about the nyamesum and nyamesam niema govern e wa nyamesum no o de baba sum ya me nyankwa abodo ni ade a ntino tamuchuku
every day me jack up with things ya me no finger upon a trigger that the church has ever known. I don't know, and I used to think I was the only one, but I know I'm not, that senses that there is something absolutely incredible just ahead of the church of the living God. And all you and I have got to do right now is just keep on moving forward. Look at someone and say, keep on moving forward. For God is going to do, oh, that's weak. Look at somebody and say, keep on moving forward. For God is going to do. While he is calling, his favor is falling.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
This
like no other day that the church has ever known.